Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Clockwork Cantina, episode 144. I'm one of your hosts,
Whoa.
Josh902, and this is the other host of the show.
Hello, I'm GT3. How's it going, everybody? What's up? What's up? We're live. We're here. First episode of the new year, 2023. We out here, man.
Yes, sir, we surely are. I hope everybody had a good, safe new year. Hope you all had some fun. Maybe you hung out with some friends, had some drinks, whatever. Hope you had a good one. It is the first show of the new year, and DT, I was sitting here and I was looking at myself in the camera and I was like, I'm gonna shave this shit off. So I'm gonna shave the moment this show is over with, because I was like, I was gonna shave before the show, but I had started up the stream and I was like, well, DT will be a minute, and before we'll get started, I'll go and shave. My shaver's battery was dead, so I was just gonna pop in stream like baby faced, but my shaver's dead, so that didn't happen. But the moment this show over, I'm cutting it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
Josh is over it.
I am kind of sick of it, and it's like it was kind of like let's just see how wild it can get. It didn't get very wild, I don't feel, because I don't grow facial hair like other folks do, and some people are like me. They just don't grow good facial hair. It's true. It's facts. It's probably the fact that I have a really fat face too that just gets in the way of everything. So we're gonna cut this son of a gun loose after the stream, after this podcast episode is over with. But yeah, dude, we took off last Monday because we did the show on New Year's Eve. And we took that Monday off because we needed some time to figure out. So not really figure out, but just to be prepped for the new year and have the new show and this new episode stuff, which will be our 2023 games, shows, and movies like preview show that we've done in the past.
Past couple years, we've done the same, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the year overall.
And it's fun. It's fun to do. I love doing it. It gets me excited about what's coming up for the year.
The year.
So yeah, that'll be the second half of the show. First half of the show will be as usual. We have some news and we'll talk about what we've been up to. So that'll be fun. So DT, if you don't have anything else that you want to talk about, we can hop into our what have we been up to the past week.
Yeah, for sure. Also, what's up, Yorko?
Hello, Yorko. Thank you for joining us in the chat, my friend.
Yeah, we can do that. If you want to go ahead first, you can go ahead first.
I watched the first two episodes of The Bad Batch. So I'm liking that so far. And I watched Argo. And I played the WoW expansion. Those are like the three things that I've done this past week. I know I beat DT in his one thing that he picked. Not true at all, by the way. Totally lying.
So I have the most stuff in here that I've had in a long time. So I've been watching a lot of movies the past week. I want to start the first week of the first this year strong. And I think
you did it.
I think I got like 15 movies watched so far the first week of the year, so that's pretty good. I have to say. So I watched the beginning of the year, Glass Onion, the Knives Out sequel. Watched Black Adam, Sleepless in Seattle, Raging Bull, Bad Times at the El Royale, The Menu, 2022. Wizards from 1977. Spanglish, Cool World, Belladonna of Sadness, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, Slumdog Millionaire, Men 2022, Birdman or the Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance, The Tale of the Fox, and Tangerine from 2015. So those are all the movies I've seen.
I'm gonna put you on the spot, DT.
And those
out of those.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, out of all those movies you've watched so far, what's your number one so far out of everything you've watched?
I will say that the one that like I was just like unexpected, like honestly a great fucking movie is Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. That movie
I need to see that.
Is so damn like it's so wholesome, man. Like it's so like it's such a great fun like little movie, man. It's so good, and it's like really short too. It's not that long. So honestly, like out of all of those, that's the one where I'm like, I heard good things about it, but I didn't know if it was gonna be my kind of thing. And honestly, it was so good, man. It was really really good. Um,
All right,
but
DT.
yeah,
Opposite question. Which is the most dog shit?
the most dog shit. Honestly, that one is more of a tougher one because there's a few of these that are just absolute dog shit, man. Like Cool World, trash. Black Adam, because of that kid, trash, dude. Uh, Bad Times at the El Royale wasn't really my kind of thing. Uh, Belladonna of Sadness was just nah, man. That movie just wasn't it. So yeah, there's a few of the Men. Oh my god, dude, Men 2022. The ending, honestly, up until that ending, I was kind of with it, but that ending, man. Oh my goodness, that ending is an abomination.
Atrocious.
So yeah, absolutely atrocious. So honestly, I don't know. There's a few of those that are just so straight up bad.
Okay.
But
Continue on.
yeah,
I interrupted you twice. I didn't mean to, but I
no,
had to
it's
get
cool.
through.
It's
So I
just
had to put you on the
yeah,
spot.
yeah. I just honestly like those. That's yeah. But yeah. Anyway, not only did I watch movies, though, I also played some games. Of course, Fortnite and FIFA 23, a little bit of Overwatch 2. And then TV show wise, I watched the first episodes of The Bad Batch, really, really good stuff. And then the seventh episode of Willow, which will also be ending this upcoming week. So that'll be another, one less show to keep an eye on because that'll be ending here. But yeah, that's pretty much been it, man. Just a lot of movies this past week for me.
Yeah.
Like I said, some better than others, but at least I can say that I had seen them now, you know?
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
guys, we have a list where we keep all our notes and things. Is where we keep what we've been up to. And I looked. I don't know. It was a couple days ago. It was when the day before I watched Argo or something like that. And I just looked at your notes and I was like, DT is whooping my ass in terms of things because I didn't watch nothing, not a damn thing. All right, like it was bone dry on that beach with no water. Right, nothing good, fresh to drink. I so that's why I ended up watching Argo. I was like, I gotta at least get one movie on here that I hadn't seen.
Oh, and I forgot to add in one thing. I also played Dark Tide a little bit, Warhammer. Warhammer 40K Dark
Oh
Tide. So
yeah,
yeah, forgot that. I streamed it. On one day the past week. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, mainly though, just been watching movies, man. Just been trying to get stuff done. Oh, and then last night I watched another one, but it was like a rewatch, so I didn't really count it.
I got you.
But it was an anime movie, A Silent Voice. Rewatched that one. Yeah.
Do you are you just gonna see how many you can watch, or do you have a goal you want to hit?
So I want to try to do. I don't have like a number goal, but I just want to see if I can do like, at least one movie a day. That's the
I
goal
got you.
ultimately. If I can just do one a day, I'll be happy. Some days I'll do more, obviously, but I want if I can do at least one a day, then I'll be good.
I got you.
So that's kind of the goal that I have. It's not really a number, but just like one a day
One
for the
day.
entire year. If I could do that, that would be, I think, pretty decent. So yeah.
Well, shit. I'm 8 movies behind on that one. All right. If that's all we've been up to, let's just go ahead and get into the main part of our news, the gaming news, which we got some today. So, DT, it is gaming news time, my friend.
Indeed. All right, let's get on to the gaming news that we have here for today then. So the first thing that we have here is we have a reveal trailer for a little game called Payday 3. Yep, Payday 3 is coming to PC and consoles this year in 2023. So you know what that means, man. I think we need to maybe reinstall Payday 2 and kind of play around with that a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a
Uh
while. We used to play it a lot.
yeah, we did. You can wishlist it now on Steam as well. It's a short little trailer if you want to throw it up. It's
Let's
what,
check it
like
out,
20
guys.
20 seconds? Yeah.
24 seconds.
Yeah, short little reveal trailer here. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Pre-alpha footage subject to change. This is the year of Payday 3. So
Wish
yeah,
list
obviously
now.
very, very short because it's a reveal trailer. But yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah, like Josh said, we used to play the second one like a
All
lot,
the time.
like years,
All the time.
years back. Yeah. So it's cool that they're finally coming out with the third one. Be very, very intrigued to see when it comes out because yeah, I have no doubt that there'll be a few of us that are gonna be playing that one. So that's gonna be good stuff. Just another game to add to the list of games that are coming out this year.
Right?
But yeah, speaking of games coming out this year, the System Shock remake got a March 2023 release window. The the long in development remake of System Shock will finally be released in March. There was a update on Kickstarter from the developer Night Dive Studios, which said the team has picked a few last things to share before quickly approaching the launch window of March 3. The remake is set to hit PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and has had a 2023 window, your release window for a while now, but they didn't have an exact kind of date or time frame until now. So if you go over to the Steam page, you'll see that it says March 2023. Uh, so yeah, we'll see. That game looks cool, man. Honestly, it looks really, really cool. So that's another game that I do want to play this year.
Hell yeah.
Uh, Speaking of another third game in a series, much like we were talking about Payday 3 earlier, uh, Hitman 3 is going to be completely overhauling its game, and it's going to be now become Hitman World of Assassination, and it's going to include access to 1 and 2. So soon, you will need to have three different games to play all the Hitman stuff. It'll just all three of them will combine into one game called Hitman World of Assassination. Uh, and there's going to be a big update for the Hitman trilogy coming on January 26th, and it includes two major changes. One of them, obviously, like I said, is going to be Hitman 3 will become Hitman World of Assassination, which will include access to Hitman 1 and 2 through their existing Access Pass system. Current Hitman 3 owners will get a free upgrade to Hitman World of Assassination on all platforms. Uh, so they said that they're drastically simplifying this purchase experience for new players. Hitman World of Assassination will be the single experience option to start playing. Uh, Hitman World of Assassination will cost $70, and it will include Hitman 3, the Hitman 1 Game of the Year Access Pass, and the Hitman 2 Standard Access Pass. You can also purchase the Hitman World of Assassination Deluxe Pack for $30 to get Hitman 3 Deluxe, Hitman 3 7 Deadly Sins Collection, and the Hitman 2 Expansion Access Pass. So those are the only two products that new players will need to consider when buying any Hitman game digitally as of January 26, 2023, is what IO Interactive wrote in a blog post. And honestly, I think this is a good thing because,
Hmm.
like, for me, as somebody who hasn't played these games and really wants to, uh, having like all these separate shit was kind of confusing because there was like so many different versions of the game to buy
Yeah.
of like each one. I'm like, well, why is it so like complicated? Like, I just want to like this is easier because all you need to do is just buy one or two. You know, they have two options. You get one or the other, right? But it's the same fucking game, and it's just one game now. So that to me is good because I don't like the whole like here's each game and each one has like 50 versions. You know, it's like fuck that. Just put it all in
Yeah.
one,
It's a
and yeah.
convoluted mess.
So for somebody like me, this is great. This is great
Yeah, it's
news.
good. I think it's a
I
good
love
thing.
it. Yeah, and I've been wanting to play these games for a long time because I've heard a lot about them. And there's a streamer that I've been watching that she's been playing these games. They look really, really fun. So I wanna try them out myself, man.
I own a lot of the Hitmans, like the old Hitmans, the rebooted Hitmans, and like there's so many Hitman games that I'm fucking confused on what I even own now. To be honest with you, because I own some of these, and I need to go look when we're done with the show, um, see what I got. Oh, but they're so much fun. The Hitman games are so much fun. So just the most ridiculous shit can happen. It's like you can be choking somebody out, and well, here comes somebody walking in the room, and it's like, well, this mission's over with. You just throw a hammer at them and hit them in the head, and it's like, I
Yeah.
was going for the
There's
silent
just
assassin rating, but now that's not gonna happen.
so many different tools and things you could use, right? It's
So many different ways to attack your target too. Like there's multiple ways to kill in the fucking game. Those Hitman games are a lot of fun. They really are. They're just mindless, hilarious fun.
oh yeah.
All right, DT, what's next, my friend?
All right. Next up, we have uh some news about the Last of Us multiplayer game. Uh so it got new concept art and more details for later this year. So in a blog post, Naughty Dog co-president Neil Druckmann reflected on the Last of Us's legacy, which the first game will be turning 10 years old in June of this year. And they plan to celebrate the milestone with a bunch of different announcements. But obviously, we know that they're doing the TV show that's coming out next week. Uh, and then the PC port of The Last of Us 1 in March. But he also says that the multiplayer experience will serve as a follow up to the original game's factions mode. He says we'll have some fun surprises for you along the way, but later this year we will begin to offer you some details about our ambitious The Last of Us multiplayer game. The team led by Vinit Argual, Joe Pedinati, and Anthony Newman, project is shaping up to be a fresh new experience from our studio, but one rooted in Naughty Dog's passion for delivering incredible stories, characters, and gameplay. And then yeah, he also shared a little concept art there, which I mean, looks cool for like a multiplayer game. Looks like it's gonna be a pretty cool looking map by the looks of it. So I actually played the factions mode in the first game, and honestly, that was some underrated multiplayer.
I always heard
I
it
I
was
actually
good.
I enjoyed the multiplayer for the Last of Us game. I used to play it on the PS4, and yeah, it was pretty fun, man. I remember playing it like a decent amount, like not a super whole lot, but like because there was one aspect of it that I kind of didn't like. But like the actual gameplay itself and like playing the game was really really cool, man. Like I actually really thought it was dope. Um, so if they do a game kind of like that, but if they remove the thing that I didn't like, then that this could be a fun game. But yeah, and this is coming from somebody who I like The Last of Us, but I don't love it like everybody else does, you know. So um, still could be a really cool multiplayer game as long as they don't charge $70 for it. You know what I mean? Uh,
This is
but
a horrible thought. This will be the year where everything is just $70 going forward. You know, like,
then that just
uh,
means I'll be like, you know what, people, I'm playing old games. I'm there.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
look, I
Like
got a backlog, motherfucker. I don't need your new shit.
if everything's gonna be $70, guess what? I ain't playing your shit till it goes on sale, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Horrible
that's
thought to have right this moment.
but anyway, that was some details of the Last of Us multiplayer game. More obviously more coming out later this year, but yeah, cool little concept art. Let's talk about now how the PS5 is gonna be getting an ultra customizable controller. Uh, that's gonna be letting other people play. Like it's an accessibility controller, so it's gonna let people who wouldn't be able to normally play with a normal
Yeah.
controller, use it. So it's Sony is calling it Project Leonardo, and it should offer more accessible gaming option to the PS5's typical DualSense controller. So on a blog post over on PlayStation, uh, they say it's designed to remove barriers to gaming and help players with disabilities play more easily, more comfortably, and for longer periods on PS5. So there's a little video if you click on the little link there, Josh, on the blog post. Which honestly, we should probably look at that link instead.
Yeah, let me get that one.
So they kind of
I
show
see it.
you the
Here we go.
yeah. There's like the DualSense controller, and then like the two like
Get that open.
the two accessibility
Game
ones,
accessibility to
and then there's
me
a
means
video, and then
connection.
below that they have kind of like a layout of. Well, we'll look at that after. Yeah, let's check out this video.
Let me get the start. Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Game accessibility to me means connection.
That allows everyone to enjoy the stories that we create.
If there wasn't accessibility in gaming, it would be extremely difficult, if not impossible, for people like myself to play.
It's about the games, and it always will be about the games.
For some folks, it means being able to play a game comfortably. For others, it dictates whether that game is going to be able to be played and enjoyed at all.
So playing games was a very personal experience for me because it allowed me to kind of play sports and engage in things that I really couldn't do as a kid.
The greatest part about the new PlayStation controller is it's designed from the ground up to be not standard.
The controller that PlayStation has developed offers the flexibility for the person to figure out how they would like to play and how best suits them during that stage in their life.
Really, this new controller is a toolbox.
You'll be able to layer different buttons. You'll be able to move different buttons around so that you can make sure that you're hitting the right button combinations.
The main thing I really liked was the way you could bridge over two buttons. So when you need to press two buttons at the same time, it was just one.
I'm somebody who needs to lay a controller flat and be able to use more of my hand in order to control any kind of controller.
I was able to finally incorporate my left hand back into gaming, which is something that I hadn't done really successfully since childhood.
To have such a powerhouse partner like Sony take on that venture with this project is truly monumental.
We're really excited to see the impact of the controller on helping to make access to gaming available to many more people.
My dream is to be able to affect accessibility at the platform holder levels. I can't wait to see what the community is going to do with this once they get their hands on it.
This controller is a big part of what it means to create accessibility, and I'm so thankful to be a part of it because it's life-changing, not just for me, but for so many people in the world.
So there you have it. There you have it. It's Project Leonardo for accessibility. Obviously, this doesn't really apply for me or you, but like it's cool for people who need this kind of stuff that actually allow them to play games the way they can, because not everybody is able to do that. And sometimes I think maybe a lot of people forget that not everybody can play games normally on a controller or whatever like that,
And it's cool because we've seen it we've seen this become more of a bigger deal the last few years, right? Of accessibility and controllers and gaming just options in general that make it easier for more people to play.
I mean, even in the Game
cool.
Awards, like there's a whole best success, game accessibility or whatever the actual award is called. But yeah, it's like it's definitely becoming more of a thing in recent years for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool. If you scroll down here, they kind of have like a bit of a layout of the controller itself with all the buttons and everything.
Yeah.
You can customize the hardware depending on I guess each person's needs or yeah, like preferences. It's a whole bunch of customizable, swappable components, button mapping, control profiles, and all that. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Awesome.
Moving on to the last thing we have here. IGN did a hands-on preview for Sons of the Forest, which is definitely a game that we're looking forward to here, without a doubt.
Yes.
So let's talk about this one.
Yeah. So I skimmed the article. DT, did you have a chance to look at it or not?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So they have some video here, and we can watch the video as well if we want to.
Yeah, no, absolutely, I do, because like I said, we definitely interested in this game. So,
all right, would you like? You want to do the video first?
Yeah, I think we should do the video first.
Okay, I think it's the top video.
Because, okay,
I believe it is this one.
All right,
it's like 8 minutes.
All right, that's fine.
So we can watch it.
All right, yeah, we'll watch it and then we'll talk about it, I suppose.
Yeah.
So let me see. Let's do that. Then
let me get back.
I hate IGN's video player, dude.
I think there's a YouTube version. Let me see if I can find the YouTube version.
It's cool. I got it. I just I hate it. But anyway.
Okay, we can do this.
We can just play it out here.
All right.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Unlike some of its peers, The Forest, the survival horror game from Canadian-based studio
I'll be right back, 2 seconds.
delivered on not just the popular gather and craft survival game format, but also added a surprisingly complex and equally bananas story featuring cannibals and mutants. With the immediate arrival of its long-awaited
crazy how much The
sequel,
Forest
Sons
has
of the Forest,
changed.
comes not only the pressure to
When I
top
played
the
it a few years
beloved
ago to
experience of
now.
the original, but also to add some new and increasingly wild
So I'm very
surprises.
curious to see how this one's
based
gonna
on the
be on
5
launch.
hours that I've played so far, I'm not only excited about the sequel's potential,
Looks good
but also
too.
confident
Yeah.
that End Night could revolutionize the survival genre.
Oh.
The Forest begins with a simple premise. You've crash landed on a
This is the first
mysterious
game.
peninsula and begin your quest to survive
Yes.
at all costs. There was also the optional objective of finding your kidnapped son, a task that would take you down a wild and disturbing narrative rabbit hole populated by flesh-hungry mutants.
Oh,
Sons
that-
of the Forest
that
largely
boss.
shares the same setup, substituting your son for a missing billionaire. It's a basic idea, but one that allows you to jump straight into the action, allowing players who have no intention of progressing the rescue mission to solely focus on building their very own lakeside resort with some friends right away. Just like its predecessor, you can
Cool.
play, build, and cause chaos with 7 of your friends in co-op. But you can
7-player
still see everything
co-op.
Sons of the Forest has to offer in single player. The big difference this time,
bit of a
though,
weird
is that
number,
even
but
when you play
okay.
solo, you're not alone. Enter Calvin. At the very start of
Calvin.
Sons of the Forest, you're introduced to Calvin, an elite soldier who not only survived the helicopter crash that stranded you on the island, but is also very much along for the survival ride as an AI companion. While Calvin has suffered some major head trauma that's left him unable to speak, his injuries have not, perhaps surprisingly, prevented him from being extremely helpful. In an
Okay.
apparent effort to replicate the multiplayer experience for solo players, Calvin will follow you around and respond to commands issued via a bunch of handy quick select options on a notepad. He'll take orders to see out your less than desirable busy work, such as chopping down trees
All right,
and
that's
gathering
cool.
logs.
Go chop down the
During my
forest for me,
hands-on,
Calvin.
The value of having an AI companion was immensely noticeable.
Right. We
there was a
got a
huge
base to
benefit to
build.
sending Calvin off to find resources, while my co-op partner and I focused on designing our structure. I'd regularly turn around to find a fresh pile of logs for our disposal.
That's gonna be
with
real
Calvin
handy, man.
already on his merry way to collect more. Not only will Calvin somewhat provide company for solo players, but he offers helpful, time-saving resources even when in a group, putting a significant dent in the busy work of a survival game. This affords more time to either sculpt a masterpiece or plough forward on the cannibal killing quest. Calvin has a mind of his own though, well, at least to some degree. He sits down to rest when he gets tired and seeks water when he's thirsty. He'll also become upset if you treat him poorly, which makes him less productive and thus decreases the value as a companion. And if you decide you're not interested in having a worker bee along for the ride, you have the option to disable Calvin in the most realistic way possible. Shoot him in the head and you'll remove him from your session.
Okay.
Nice.
You're limited to 1 Calvin per multiplayer session, so the dream of a legion of Calvins can't be fulfilled. but the developers assured me that there are other companions you can find as you progress.
Oh,
each with
interesting.
their
Other
own
companions.
unique AI.
Okay.
During my playtime, I caught a glimpse
That's
of Virginia,
interesting.
a mutant with 3 arms and 3 legs. She quickly scalpered once I approached
Damn you,
her,
Virginia.
and definitely had more of a skittish sensibility than Calvin. But the developers told me that she can eventually be recruited and will become attached to you over
Wow,
time
look
should
at
you be
that.
kind to her. They compared her instincts to that of an elusive and
So you're
independent
telling me you
cat,
could bang a
which
Virginia
stands
in this
opposition
game?
to Calvin's lovable and obedient dog. The AI improvements aren't limited to just companions,
Shit.
though. On our
Lordy,
expedition, we
lordy,
came
lordy.
across several groups of enemies, ranging from a cluster of cannibals to a mob of monstrosities, each demonstrating their own impressive decision-making abilities. It felt like my enemies were thinking and making active decisions based on not only my actions, but also their situations and environment. Particularly in first-person horror games, enemies generally have 2 modes of behavior, patrol and attack. But in Sons of the Forest, some foes would just be extremely wary and just interested in watching what I do, while others would charge in aggressively, only to back down when things didn't go their way. I saw enemies consoling their fallen friends, changing their clothes depending on the weather conditions, and even trying to destroy my newly erected home when my back was turned. It was clear to see that the enemy's brains were not only following coded rules, but also adapting their thoughts based on the external influences. The developers explained to me that certain enemies with leadership qualities can influence the decisions of others, and even promote ideas in their ranks such as religion, and that each individual has their own tastes, desires, and proclivities.
Oh, man.
From my small taste of Sons of the Forest, I didn't really get a sense of how deep this system is, and how much it'll affect your experience. But the teasers I saw filled my mind with dozens of possibilities. I saw enemies adapting to changing their ecosystem and weather conditions, which now cycle through seasons that change as you progress. I even accidentally triggered a war after I stupidly opened the entrance to the game's complex underground cave network and released a faction of mutants into the domain of another tribe. My simple decision caused their living space to change, and encouraging them to adjust their focus.
Oh, look at that.
And
That's
after that little
crazy.
taste of chaos, I can't wait to see how flexible this system can be. As you'd expect, the titular forest makes a return, and it looks better than ever. From the complex density of foliage, to the gorgeous rainfall and beautifully lit cave stalactites amongst the hanging corpses and mutant fetuses, the graphical power on show here rivals the majority of AAA releases. It was a joy to explore without even the slightest hint of repetition in its design. With a tease of bunkers, villages, and God knows what else in a world that's promised to be 4 times larger than the original,
4
I can
times
easily see
larger
myself
than the
getting
OG,
lost
dude.
and then
That's
sidetracked in the
nuts.
wilderness for hours on end. But at its core, Sons of the Forest is a survival game, and so when you're not exploring, there's a
Sheesh.
good chance you're building. The construction tools have been significantly overhauled for the sequel. Gone are the floating blue ghost building blocks, replaced by user-friendly, realistic presentation of wilderness carpentry.
good.
Instructions are more literal, and actions are contextual. Instead of just loading resources into a ghost version of the final product, you're now free to, with magnetic and snapping assistance, manually place logs and sticks in the direction that you'd like, allowing for a complete customization of your structure instead of
That's good.
following a predetermined design.
That's-
My
that's
partner,
really good.
Calvin, and I immediately set to work on building a lakeside domicile of our own. And what began as a traditional design immediately blossomed when we realized the only limitation was our imagination. You're working on every placement by hand, and thus the structural points present not only a decision, but an opportunity for expression. I was informed that the option of the more traditional blueprint builds is still there for the purists, but I found the DIY construction far more appealing than the IKEA approach.
It's cool they still give you the
Then,
option.
of
Love
course,
that.
there's
Love
the
that they still
optional
give it to
story
you.
Follow. From the teasers in the trailers,
If you want
this is
it.
implied to be bigger and perhaps even crazier than the original, and hopefully continues directly on from the Forest's cliffhanger. But amongst the time spent constructing and fighting off hordes of cannibals, I didn't really get a sense of how the story was going to go beyond the initial premise. It did feel very familiar to the story of the forest though, which I guess makes sense in the term of dropping players right into the action. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't have concerns that it could potentially retread old ground. My hope is this simply serves as a jumping off point to go in some truly crazy directions, and it develops a narrative through line from the first game that still feels cohesive. But time will tell once I get my hands on the full game and manage to pull myself away from building a replica of the Ewok village and destroying the lives of the
The Ewok
unsuspecting
village.
locals. Sons of the Forest
Hell yeah,
appears to
dude, let's
evolve
make an
and
Ewok
build
village.
on every aspect of its predecessor, with a focused goal of realism and
Oh, we gotta
developing
go
a
back to
flexible
Gullah Gullah Island, bro.
ecosystem. And it feels like the building blocks are there to create something truly special. But its killer feature is the addition of impressively sophisticated and smarter AI enemies and companions that could not only provide a huge leap forward for the series, but the survival game genre as a whole. And if you like that video and want to find out more about Sons of the Forest,
Cool.
why not check out everything that we know so far? And for everything else Sons of the Forest, stick with IGN.
So that was a neat little look into the game. Definitely excited for that one, man. We've been looking forward to that game for a hot minute.
Yeah, that looks cool, and a lot of the changes in there seem really cool, man. There's not a lot of survival games out there that are like, hey, we'll give you a companion that can go out there and harvest some stuff while you're building,
That's gonna be a game changer, dude. You're gonna be able to do a lot more stuff now.
Yeah, like not having to do everything on your own. And there's other companions that you can recruit too. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. 4 times as big as the original, and I feel like the original was huge. Personally, with the caves and everything, like I'm really looking forward. I am really looking forward to this.
Yeah, very excited for that. All right,
cool.
So, I think pretty much a lot of this article was in that video, but
Yeah, it is.
Still want to read some of it, or
No, I think that's pretty much everything in the article. I mean, like they had covered everything I had read actually, so I think that's it.
All right, cool. Well, there you go. We didn't have to talk about it. They showed it to us in that video right there, which honestly, yeah, that looks pretty great. Like it's coming out like next month. That's oh shit, that's like soon. That's
right.
I keep forgetting that it's coming out in February, man. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that game's gonna be a great time, dude. I can't wait to play that with everybody. It's gonna be fun. All right, well, cool. Well, that was our gaming news for the week.
Yes, sir.
So when you're ready, we can move on to the TV, Josh.
We can move on. I have swapped us over.
All right, cool. Well, this is gonna be real short because we only have a few things on this one for this week.
That's good because the preview is probably the second half of the show is probably gonna take up the majority of today's time. I imagine.
Yeah.
What's up first?
So first thing we got some casting news for Agatha Coven of Chaos. So Deborah Jo Rupp from WandaVision will be rejoining. Will also be joining this show. As she's been added to this spinoff. She's joining a cast of Joe Locke, Aubrey Plaza, Alian, Maria Dizia, Sashir Zamata, Patty Lupone, and of course Agatha herself, Catherine Hahn. And Emma Caulfield Ford is also said to be reprising her character of Dottie from WandaVision. So it looks like there's a lot of characters from WandaVision that are going to be reprising their roles for the Agatha spinoff, which, like, I'll be honest, like out of most of the Marvel shows and Marvel stuff coming up, this is probably one of the, like, I'm still gonna watch it because it's Marvel.
Yeah.
But I'm not like super like, oh man, like I can't wait to watch that, you know?
Yeah, I got you.
Like I'm sure it'll
blame
be fun, but it's like,
I'm
Agatha,
kinda the
you know,
same.
like, whatever.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same.
But I like Deborah Jo Rupp, so she's cool. So that'll, you know, that's good that they're bringing her back. We'll see what they have in mind for the show, because that's the one thing that I'm like, I don't know. I wonder what they're doing with this. Moving on from Marvel to DC though, your boy Stephen Amell is gonna be reprising his role of Oliver Queen in the Flash final season. So Stephen Amell will return one more time as Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow, for the 9th and final season of The Flash. He will be appearing in episode 909. He will also be joining previously announced guest stars David Ramsey, Kenyon Lonsdale, and Sendil Ramamurthy. As soon as our final season was launched, we knew that we wanted Steven to come back and reprise his iconic role as Oliver Queen. After all, it was Oliver who originally launched Barry Allen on his heroic path. That's why everyone on Team Flash felt so strongly that it was important to create a full circle moment with Oliver's return in the final season of The Flash, said executive producer Eric Wallace. The result is an epic yet emotional episode we hope Arrowverse fans will enjoy. It's all to it's all to say thank you to everyone for watching and supporting our show throughout 9 wonderful years. We absolutely cannot wait for everyone to see Grant and Steven saving the world together again. And yes, there will be thrills, chills, and tears. So, Josh, you and I no longer watch these shows. But my question to you is, would you I'm kind of considering just checking out this one episode
One
just to
night
see
only,
like
baby. Let's do it.
yeah, like just
Let's go.
just watch the one episode
Yeah,
just to see him
probably
return.
will. I probably will. I'll be honest with you. I
Episode
probably will.
909. Yeah, right.
I want to see how it ends. Like I was there for Flash when it was born. I was there for Stephen Amell and Arrow for a very long time. It will be at the end.
Arrow.
It will feel like an end of an era, right? Like like all that old CW stuff that was so good will be gone and over with. So yeah. When you read 9 years, I was like, "Fucking Jesus, really?
Yeah,
Damn."
time, dude. Time is flown by, man.
But yes, I will check out that last episode. Like even if, and anybody that wants to give me shit about not seeing the previous ones, man, fuck you. I don't care. I'm gonna watch that last episode. I was there for the birth. I'm gonna be there for the death.
Yeah, I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot of people watching that one episode.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I think I'm gonna check it out too, because yeah, it's gonna be cool seeing him back,
Mm-hmm.
I actually really like Stephen Amell as Oliver Queen and Green Arrow,
I did too.
I think he
It's
was a
like
good
Stephen
choice.
Amell. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. All right, and then the last thing that we have here is also DC news, but this time it's not CW stuff. It is the HBO, the Batman verse news. And it is that Variety interviewed Colin Farrell about the Penguin series. And this is what he had to say about it, is that the only thing I had an idea was that I wasn't nearly getting to explore the character as much as I wanted to. Because there was all this extraordinary work done by the makeup artist Mike Marino and Mike Fontaine and his team. And I just thought it was the tip of the iceberg, pardon the pun, that we were getting to do 6 or 7 scenes that we did in the film. I was grateful for them, but I wanted more. He then said that he had a bit of a thought about it and talked to producer Dylan Clark, who was also keen on the idea. But what really made him want to do the Penguin spinoff was the work of the makeup artists who were responsible for the look and the transformation. He said, honest to God, any thought I had about an extended series was to do with Mike Marino's work. I just knew there was so much to do with it. Age it up, age it down. He's just such a genius, Mike. So it was his work that was inspiration, really. Here's something funny from the interview that he brought up was that it was such an effective disguise that he went to Starbucks during the first makeup test, and he's like, at least people are cool about it in Ireland. People don't be looking. People don't be paying as much attention as you think to I mean, honestly, like that transformation is such a like big one that you like if you didn't know that was him, you wouldn't know it was him,
Right? Yeah.
Like they did such a good job on that, so yeah, they killed it. And honestly, it makes sense because they really did kill that.
It's cool how into the character he is too. Like he is
Yeah,
super
he
into
really
the Penguin.
is. He's about it, man. And it hey man, I liked him in the movie, so
It's cool.
I'm down. I'm down to check out a show.
Yeah.
But that is all the news we got here for today.
All right, that's it for the TV news. We'll
Very
swap
quick,
over
as I
to the
said.
movie news.
Movie news time, indeed. All right, so for the movie news, first thing we have here is that Leslie Grace revealed a peek at her Batgirl costume from the canceled HBO Max movie. So there's like some behind the scenes images and pictures and stuff, and as you can see from there, there's like a it's they were going the purple route, which I think looks honestly it looked pretty neat. I mean,
Mhm.
it we don't really get like a good look at it, but I mean it look decent
The other
from
thing is
Disney
like,
this year.
things show up on film differently than they would in just like a photo with no work on it either, too. So
Yeah.
I try not to judge it too harshly. Um, I think it looks fine, for
Yeah.
what she's what we'll never get to see on screen, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean, like I said, it looks decent from here, but yeah, it's hard to
Mhm.
really tell because these are just behind the scenes pictures. So who knows what it would have actually looked like in the movie, like you said. All right.
Yeah.
We have a Disney Plus release date for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Uh, it'll be hitting Disney Plus on February 1st, 82 days after its US theatrical release. Uh, the movie opened on November 11th, and it'll be coming on February 1st to Disney Plus. Honestly, I can't wait to rewatch it, man. It was really really cool. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to watching it with some people who haven't seen it yet. That's gonna be what I'm looking forward to. Uh, continuing with Marvel. Um, we have some bit of interesting comments from Dave Bautista. Um, who revealed that he's just looking for more dramatic roles after Guardians. He says, "I just don't know if I want Drax to be my legacy." Uh, so this is what he had to say. In a GQ profile, the Glass Onion star talks about his career trajectory from the WWE to the big screen, along with his personal acting ambitions. He acknowledges that he's in a transition period where he closes the door on the MCU and the comedic character that helped launch his acting career. So he says, "I'm so grateful for Drax. I love him, but there's a relief that it's over. It wasn't all pleasant. It was hard playing that role. The makeup process was beating me down, and I just don't know if I want Drax to be my legacy. It's a silly performance, and I want to do more dramatic stuff. If I could be number one on the call sheet with Denis, I would do it for fucking free," he said. "I think that's how I could find out how good I could be. He brings out the best in me. He sees me in a different light. Sees the performer that I want to be. That might that might be how I solve the puzzle." And obviously, when he means Denis, he's talking about Denis Villeneuve, who directed Blade Runner 2049, which he was also a part of. And he also says that he felt a shift in the way he's being viewed by his peers, noting that Javier Bardem, his co-star in the Dune movie, has already shared a fucking surreal moment with Bautista that gave him a boost in confidence after more serious screen ambitions. So it happened after Bardem, who had previously done some press with Bautista for the first Dune film, attended an early screening of the Netflix Whodunit, which saw Bautista's co-star dancing through the aisles, according to GQ. Our conversations after that were different, which for me was fucking everything. These are the kinds of moments that Bautista says he's looking more of. He says, I've never wanted to be the next Rock. I just wanted to be a good fucking actor, a respected actor. Honestly, I could give a fuck about being a movie star," he added. "I don't live a great, big, glamorous life. I live here in Tampa. I don't care about the spotlight. I don't care about fame. I just want to be a better actor. I want respect from my peers. I don't need accolades. I really don't, man. It's about the experience, about knowing that I accomplished something." So what do you take from Bautista's comments?
I
Josh?
actually love Dave. I think he's a fantastic actor. I know some people were getting a little down because he was like, I don't know if I want Drax to be my legacy. He's kind of silly. It's like, it's not like he's shitting on the character. He obviously loves Drax. He says it, but the makeup and stuff was beating him down and stuff.
Which understandably, I don't know how many hours that would take. You know, like
I saw some of the headlines that would be like, they would have it as a headline, right? You know how you do a fucking headline. It just made it seem like he was being shitty about it. He was not being shitty at all about it. I don't feel like Dave just wants to be. He wants to see how far he can go. I don't blame him for that. He enjoyed Drax, but I like being locked into like a big giant franchise does kind of limit your ability to seek out other roles, and he also probably doesn't want to get typecast as that type of character. But because like as we saw in Blade Runner, like he's not in that movie a lot, but God is he fantastic when he is in it at the start. So yeah, I don't think it's bad in any way of him saying he wants more dramatic roles. I don't blame him. I think he's a fantastic actor, and I just love how he's just like, I just like acting. I didn't want to be the next Rock. I just want to be an actor, a respected actor. That's all. You know, I like Batista.
Yeah, I agree. So while you were speaking on that, I was looking up the original like how long it takes for the makeup process for Drax. So apparently, in the original first movie, it would take around 5 hours to do the whole makeup process. And then in Guardians 2, they cut it down to just 90 minutes. So that's like huge, dude. Like that's insane. But still, you know, it would take a while, and having to do it for who knows how long, you know? Like you did it for how many movies, all that stuff.
How long do you have it on? How many times is it gonna come on? How many times is it gonna come off? How do I take a shit, you know, and not mess this paint up, you know, like or however they have it on there, like, you know, it just seems like it would be. I respect anybody that can do it, but not me, dog. I don't think I could sit. I can't sit. Look, I can't sit still here. I'm rocking back and forth. You fucking trying to paint me up? That would never work. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, I agree though. I don't think anything he's saying is wrong. He just, you know, he's like, I'm thankful for the time that I had as Drax, but now I want to move on and do other things, you know?
Yeah.
Which is fair enough. He's been playing the character for a while. And I think that this movie is probably gonna be his last one. Or Guardians 3 is gonna be his last one as Drax. So it makes sense. Okay. Next up, we have a trailer for Evil Dead Rise, which I actually reacted to this. You can go check it out on my YouTube if anybody's interested. But this is the Red Band official trailer for Evil Dead Rise. You want to check this out? Let's check it out.
Oh God, it's autoplaying. Stop it. All right, let me get back to start. I'm good.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
What's up, sis?
I had the most beautiful dream.
It was the perfect day. And all I could think about was how much I wanted to cut you all open and then climb inside your bodies so that we could stay one happy family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother,
What is this, Danny?
I found it.
what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's Here's what she said to me.
Open up now.
Oh, hell no.
Mom. Nothing a big old kiss from you won't fix.
Nope.
You know Aaron's gonna love that.
Uh-uh.
Oh man, eating the glass, dude. Ugh. Hate that.
Mom someday, honey bath. Oh yeah.
There's a chainsaw, baby.
You know how to lie to kids.
A lot of blood.
Mom?
Mommy's with the maggots now.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
You don't want to watch Evil? You don't watch Evil Dead Rise, Josh?
Not by myself, I ain't. They make that face look so creepy. I saw a poster for it, I think on Twitter when they were posting this trailer up. And that poster, I was like, that's scary. It's scary looking.
So I reacted to this trailer and I had no idea as I was watching this because I didn't really know a whole lot about this movie other than it's an Evil Dead movie that they were making again. I don't know if it was gonna be a sequel or a reboot or something, but apparently it's like just another movie in like the universe because like obviously we know based off this trailer Ash is not in it and they're not in a cabin in the woods like the other movies. So it just looks like they're gonna be like in a city and you know obviously we still have the book, you know the book is still involved and there's you know deadites and stuff, so they're taking like elements from the Evil Dead and but obviously they're not using you know everything, so yeah I don't know I want to check it out. I think it looks I'm interested enough based off that trailer. There's also other trailers that came out. I haven't seen any of those though, but I think I know the the poster you're talking about. I think it might have been this one. No, that maybe that was the one you're talking about. But
Yep, that's it. That's the poster. Look how creepy she looks. She don't
Yeah,
look
look at that.
real. Let me open it up for. If I gotta look at this, you motherfuckers in chat got to too. God damn it! Look at it. She looks
There it
like
is,
the
look at that.
fucking Joker.
She kind of does, yeah.
Scary. It's done scary. Hell nah. It's funny we were talking about horror. We were talking about Eli Roth, I guess, really in your movies chat earlier.
Huh.
So it's kind of funny we watched this trailer and we're talking about like just horror in general. A lot of modern horror movies just don't. I don't know. They just don't appeal to me like some of those classics do. You know? I don't know why. I feel like something's lost for me. I don't know what it is though. Everything just looks modern, and I guess I just expect horror movies to look grainy and like gross. Like, you know what I mean? Like not like I expect it to have like that staticky kind of look to it, but everything looks so clean. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's missing something with most modern horror.
Well, speaking of clean, maybe you'll like this clean, sleek look of the Gran Turismo sneak peek trailer. Because,
Oh,
yep,
Lord.
remember, they're making a Gran Turismo movie, guys. And, yeah, we can go ahead and check that out. I actually haven't seen this, so I don't know what this looks
Holy
like. All I know...
that was so loud in my ears.
All right.
Yep.
When you're ready, though, we can check it out.
Sorry, the video played and it was like just busting my eardrums out.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everyone, we are so excited to tell you about our movie Gran Turismo.
This movie is made for the
Look at
cinema.
Orlando Bloom, man. He's in the video game movie.
It's a Sony PlayStation partnership.
David Harbour,
It doesn't
too.
get any better than this.
It's a movie based on a true life story.
With heart-pounding action, drama, it's a love story.
And it's badass race car action that you're gonna feel like you're in the middle of.
Body vibrating sound. The audience is gonna feel every jolt, every thrill of this racing at 200 miles per hour.
We're excited to share Gran Turismo with you exclusively in theaters.
All right, well, that was a quick little look at that, I suppose.
What if this is the greatest video game movie of all time?
Dude, if it is, then the other video game properties are doing something very wrong.
What's the thing is like this is treating it like it's just a racing movie, right? Like not just like it doesn't have to put in that video game element to it. It's just gonna it's just kind of got the name Gran Turismo. So and we've had good racing movies like Ford versus Ferrari.
Ford versus Ferrari is great. Yeah, that movie is really good. Even if you're not honestly, even if you're not a race person, that movie's great. Like, you should check that out. That's good stuff right there.
Yeah,
but
like nobody expects a Gran Turismo game to have story. I don't think, right? Like, so they can't really adapt something wrong, you know, like they could in like to say that Uncharted movie, right? Like Sully not having his mustache, and Marky Mark just being Marky Mark, you know, like you know what I mean? Like, this is just cars. So this could be the greatest movie of all time, guys.
Gran Turismo.
It's gonna win all the Oscars.
All right. Well, moving on from that, we have some Gladiator sequel news. Paul Mescal is in talks to star for Ridley Scott's sequel, the follow-up to the 2000 historical epic film. So Ridley Scott is readying up his super long, awaited sequel. The original movie, like I said, came out in the year 2000, so it's been about 23 years, or it'll be 23 years this year since the first one. And it's set to be a follow-up to the best picture-winning 2000 film, which featured or followed Maximus Decimus Meritus, played by Russell Crowe, who was a former general forced into being a gladiator under the rule of Commodus, played by Joaquin Phoenix, the self-appointed emperor of Rome. According to the previous report, though, the sequel story will center on Lucius, the son of Lucilla, played by Connie Nielsen, and the nephew of Phoenix's Commodus. David Scarpa, who worked with Scott on All the Money in the World and the duo's upcoming Napoleon Bonaparte movie, is penning the script. Scott will also produce. Gladiator was co-production with Universal, with the studio not having the option to co-produce a sequel once the project is packaged. At the time of the release, Gladiator grossed $460 million and earned 11 Oscar nominations, winning five, including Best Picture and Best Actor for Russell Crowe. So a little bit of an update on that. They're looking to cast the main character.
Neat. Cool.
Yeah, the little guy, Yorko. Your boy Napoleon. All right, moving on to the next thing here is we have some Dune Part 2 news, and it's Tim Blake Nelson joining the cast of Denis Villeneuve's sequel movie. Joining him, obviously, Austin Butler and Florence Pugh, which we've mentioned in the past. I'm trying to see if they say who he's going to be playing or not. Nope.
I'm actually kind of curious to who he's playing.
Deep in the sand. Doesn't say here, so we'll have to wait a little bit.
I
But
can make a guess. He looks like he'd be a Mentat, like one of the human computer guys. We kind of see those we see him in the first movie. He looks like he could be.
so yeah, there you go. Josh has a
He could also be.
He could be.
Do they have a cast for Count Finring? If they have a cast for Count Finring, he could be Count Finring. Like, I'm kind of curious. That's just some guesses for any of you that know those characters. I'm not gonna go into who they are or what they do. I don't know if they actually have an actor for that, or if he'll even show up. So we'll see. He's kind of got that look about him, though.
So I'm looking up the cast right now, and I don't see anyone casted for the character you're saying.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody either.
As of right now, but maybe they will. But yeah, as of right now, I don't see that.
Oh, I see. He's confirmed to be in part 2 in an article. He might be Count Finring.
Possible. Quite possible indeed. Okay.
So Dune Part 2 comes out this year. This seems like a...
It comes out on November 3rd, I believe. Right? Is when that movie's coming out. I thought I was November 3rd.
So it makes me wonder how long he's been in the cast and what he's filmed. You know what I mean? Because like, if it comes out this year, and they've already been filming it for a while, like different parts of it, I'm just kind of curious to like, his role may not be that big, but Count Finring isn't in it very much, from what I remember. He's just an interesting character. We'll see, I guess.
Well, there you go. We have a trailer to watch. I actually haven't seen this.
Ooh.
This one's for Renfield.
I see what this is. I haven't seen this yet either.
Have you seen it or no?
No, I have not. I have not seen this,
Okay,
but I know
cool.
what it is.
All right, gotcha. Yeah, I haven't seen it, so let's see what it's all about, man. When you're ready.
I'm ready. Fire away.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Sorry to interrupt. Are you okay? I need to get out of a toxic relationship.
Nicholas Holt.
Why don't you start by telling us what brought you here?
My boss, he's different.
You can't get him out of your head.
No.
I need your assistance.
I'm coming, Master!
Oh, you feel like he could destroy you with the snap of his fingers.
Wouldn't even need to snap. Okay.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, what?
I say what now?
Renfield, bring in innocent victims. I want a handful of nuns, a busload of cheerleaders.
And I just want a normal life again. But this modern world is a dangerous place.
Thank you. You saved my life. Did I watch you cut a guy with a decorative serving platter?
It's all in the wrist. Let me explain. My boss gave me this power. In return, I tend to his needs, including care, feeding.
You bring in people to eat? You're like the guy that gets the villain's Postmates.
But if you were to stop focusing on his needs, what would happen?
He won't grow to full power.
Exactly. He won't grow to full power. What? That's so weird. Why would you phrase it like that? But yes. Hi. Are you here for the meeting?
Fuck.
Well, come on. No.
Don't invite him
Call
in.
me the Dark One. Others, the Lord of Death. To most, I am Dracula.
Okay, obviously we're dealing with a little bit more than just narcissism here.
Now, let's eat.
Okay.
That just looks like a stupid fun movie, to be honest.
Yeah,
with
that
you.
looks like a goofy ass time for sure.
Get your popcorn. That's a popcorn flick.
Yeah. Yeah, first time watching that, so I'm like, wow, okay.
I'd watch that. Yeah, I watch that. I'm not gonna see it in the movie theaters, but I'll watch it.
Yeah, I gotcha.
That's a group watch and we're laughing at it together type movie.
We have one last thing here, and that is a poster that they released earlier today for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantum Mania. So we have a look at the poster here. Movie coming out February 17th. And in addition to this, not only did they give us this poster here, which looks cool by the way. I think I like it. It looks cool. But in addition to this poster, they also say that tonight there will be a new trailer at the College Football Playoff National Championship at 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Between
So
my
there's gonna-
Georgia Bulldogs and the TCU bullshits. So go Dogs.
So there you go. There you have it. We're getting a new trailer during that game, probably at halftime if I had to imagine, or if I had to guess.
Yeah.
So this time next week we'll have a trailer for
like-
the movie.
I like this poster. I think this poster
Yeah, it's
looks
cool.
great.
I like it. I'd put that on a shirt or like an actual poster.
Yeah.
I think it looks good.
I'd wear that around. I'm weirdly excited for this movie.
I mean, I don't think it's weird. I think it's gonna be a huge movie. Like, I don't think people are like giving it the proper hype it deserves because this is not only the start of Phase 5, but like we're getting Kang in it as well, right? And like
He's
we're
gonna
going to
face
the- and
off
it-
with
and it's-
Ant-Man of all
and
people.
it's quantum realm shit. So this is all
cool.
like gonna be huge stuff going forward. So I don't think people are giving this movie the correct hype. It should.
Yeah, we've been on the
deserves.
Ant-Man train since that first movie. That first movie was, I don't know if you guys remember our rankings. It was real high on my list.
I had both of them fairly high, but I think I don't know. My list probably, I mean, definitely changed since then. So
Yeah.
I don't even know, dude. I haven't even like looked at like trying to rank them since all these other ones have come out. Since this entire phase, probably the last one. But anyway, that is it for our news for today, man. For
I have my
game,
list.
movies, and TVs.
It was
that's
number
all of it right
7.
there.
It was in my top 10 in my old list.
That makes sense. I know you really like that first one.
I did. All right, cool. That is all of our news. We are going to take a break because I feel like the next half of the show is probably going to be a little long. So I feel like we'll need a break now.
All right.
So we'll take a quick break. We'll be back and we'll be previewing the games, the television shows, the movies that are all coming out in 2023. We'll probably watch some trailers for things like if there's a game that we are excited about, I'll be like, DT, let's put a trailer up for that. Let's watch it really quick to remember. So we'll be right back after this break, guys. I'm going to run some ads on Twitch, YouTube. This will be instant for you. And we'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere. Hello, everyone. We are back. I apologize for the long break. But we are here. We are ready to head into our main topic, which is our 2023 games, television, and movies preview. I have our main topic set to games to begin with, and then I will change it as we move through the other things. DT. So, shall we begin, sir?
I think we shall.
All right.
Should. Let's check it out here. So the thing, before we even get started on any of this,
Mm-hmm.
is that we are going to be using lists that aren't like gonna be 100% completely accurate. And the only reason I used the one I used, Josh, is because it was more recent than the one you posted. Because like the one you have here is from like June 15th of last year, right?
Oh yeah,
And
but
this
it's been
other one is
updated
from
since
January.
then. It's just doesn't have it on there. But yeah, we can use whatever.
So yeah, so we're gonna be taking a look at these lists. And again, for the games and the movies and the shows, not everything will be on there, probably 100%, but we'll try to get through, I think a good chunk of things. So we can definitely try and get through that. We'll get through what we can. So obviously we got a week down in this year already so far, and there's been some stuff that has come out probably by now. Um, so we'll talk about like the rest of the year and what that's gonna bring, and then obviously there's gonna be things that don't necessarily have like a specific date, but they're just like supposed to be coming out this year at some point. So we'll be talking about that stuff too. But yeah, if you're ready,
Yo,
Josh, then
let's do it.
get to it then.
How are we doing? Are we gonna just read off things, and then the things that we're
Well,
interested in, we'll stop on? Like I'll be
sure.
like if you let's
Yeah.
say, we're just going down the list like, Scrap Riders, Fears to Fathom, Glimmer in the Mirror, and I'm like, let's look at Glimmer in the Mirror a minute. We'll spend some time on it, type deal. Is that how you want to do
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's do it.
All right. So
I left my drink in the other room. That's fine.
there's gonna be a lot to cover here.
Indeed.
There's a lot of games, shows, and movies coming out. We're about to get started. Starting with the games. So some games that already came out this past week are like Toy Soldiers HD on the Switch and We Are the Caretakers on Xbox and PC. Coming up, well, I guess today, Scrap Riders Fears to Fathom came out.
What is Scrap Riders? I'm gonna look this up. Oh, it's a pixel art game. That looks kind of cool.
There's a lot of like really interesting like indie games that are gonna be coming out this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna show some screenshots of this just on screen. You can keep going though. This is Scrap Riders is what we're looking at, or if you want, whatever you want to look at, DT, you just tell me and I'll pull it up for the viewers too.
Yeah. So that's Scrap Riders right there that we're looking at.
That looks kind of neat. I like that.
Coming out tomorrow is this game called Glimmer to Mirror or Glimmer in Mirror. Sorry. Which doesn't really look like it's my kind of thing.
Not my kind of game, but it's pretty. It's pretty looking. The backgrounds, at least. Kind
of. On the 11th, we have this game called Children of Silent Town coming out. It reminds me very much of like kind of Don't Starve Together kind of vibe from it. Which also doesn't really look like my kind of thing, but Drago Noka Gross coming out on the 11th as well. Those are all coming out on the 11th, games that I just mentioned. Kart Rider Drift also coming out on the 11th. On the 13th, no, on the 12th. Sorry, on the 12th we have Lone Ruin, Vengeful Guardian Moonrider. Those are coming out on the 12th. And then on the 13th we have Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, One Piece Odyssey.
Bigfoot's next game.
Yeah. And then on the 19th, we have A Space for the Unbound. On the 17th is Gigantosaurus Dino Kart, which doesn't really look like our kind of thing.
ET, if
What
you just want to
else
stick to
we got?
one list, it's cool, bro. I know the hopping back and forth might be a little confusing.
Yeah, but there's some things that one list has that the other doesn't.
Yeah, well, I guess that's true. Whatever's easiest for you, my friend. That's all.
So on the 19th, we have A Space for the Unbound, Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden, Colossal Cave, and Shin Megami Tensei. Well, I guess that's Persona 3. Never mind. Same thing. I already read that. My bad.
Yeah, I got you.
Those are all coming out on the 19th.
Those Japanese games. Confusing.
Yeah.
What is it? They're coming to console? Is that what it is? Because Golden's
They're coming
already out.
to. Yeah, they're coming to console and PC.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
And then on the 20th, we have Fire Emblem Engage, which I know you're probably looking forward to that one.
I'm interested in it, but at the same time, it's like, man, the Switch is. It's just dated at this point. You know, I'm not going to go deep into that. We talked about it on a previous show, especially in regards to Fire Emblem. Is like, it just looks a little dated, and it has rough load times and stuff like that. Bring me the Switch 2. Bring forth to me the Switch 2. Is it on this list? Switch 2? Probably not.
Definitely not.
Disappointed.
Also on the 20th, Monster Hunter Rise coming out on I guess everything aside from the Switch, because I think it was already on the Switch. On the 24th, we have Forspoken, which we have a new like cinematic trailer for that, which I kind of want to check out.
Yeah, we can play it now if you want to.
I'll link it to you. Yeah, let's check this out real quick.
You're interested in this game. I think I'm
somewhat. I mean, I don't know. Like
I'm not really. It's not really grabbing me.
Yeah, I was kind of interested in it though, so I want to see what the cinematic.
Let's definitely check out this trailer.
It's only a minute long, so it's not too long. But yeah,
the cinematic shit's expansive. Let's check it out. All right, I am ready, sir.
All right, let's check it out in 3, 2, 1, go.
Fear. It's in our nature. It defines who we become. Run. And it will chase you to the ends of the world. Fight. And it will reveal your true potential. The choice is yours.
That thing looks crazy. So I mean, I don't know.
Did this have a demo? Did you try the demo?
No, I didn't try the demo. I think it was probably if
I didn't try it either.
If there was, it might have been. Well, actually, I'm not sure. I can't even say that, but I don't know. I don't even know if it's coming out on PS4, but it's definitely a PS5 game, and I don't have a PS5, so
I think it's PC too, right?
Yeah, it should be.
But I don't think they did a demo on PC.
Yeah, so if the demo was only PS5, then I definitely haven't tried it out then.
That shows you how little I know about this fucking game. I'm like, I don't even know if this is coming out on PC.
Yeah. I mean, this the gameplay of it and everything was what kind of had me intrigued with it, but like I don't know.
The traversal looks good. Like when they show her I'm looking at actual gameplay that I looked up. It's like when they show her like moving around and crossing the world. That looks fun. But I don't know. Like the story stuff they showed didn't really grab me. That we've seen a few times at some of the previous events, conferences, dealios, things.
I gotcha.
Probably a sale game, huh?
Yeah, I mean another reason why is because that's gonna be a $70 game.
Yeah.
But yeah. Also coming on the 24th is Risen, which is an old game, but it's coming out on PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Hitman World of Assassination, which we talked about in the news today, is going to be coming out on the 26th. Also on the 26th is Oddballers and Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life. One of the big games this month is going to be Dead Space Remake on the 27th.
Huge.
And then we have the Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition on January 31st. So those
Are you gonna try to do Dead Space, by the way, or are you gonna save that for like a Halloween?
I want to get it, but I don't think I can get it this soon.
Yeah, release dates, release games are hard for both of us because they're expensive. Well, that's kind of like the biggest thing.
I do want to play it. But I don't know how soon I'll be able to play it.
Maybe it'll have a Halloween sale. Right around that time. Fit in.
And then to end off the year, also on the 31st, we have this game called Incluinati. Season of the Letter to the Future, and then SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh my god!
The Cosmic Shake.
I was looking at the poster for the Inclinati game.
Yeah.
And it has a donkey farting in a rabbit's face on it. Do you see this?
Yeah, I see it. That's silly.
That's goofy.
Apparently, it's a strategy game, so like a drawn strategy medieval game. Anyway,
looking forward to SpongeBob.
Man, I never played any of those SpongeBob games, even though they came out like last year or whatever the hell, 2 years ago, whatever. That's it for January though. So out of January, anything there really grab you? I think for me, it has to be Dead Space. Like out of all that,
Dead Space, but I'll have to wait. Yeah, Dead Space, but I'll have to wait because it's gonna be expensive. I want to say Fire Emblem so fucking bad. I really do. January looks dry, to be honest with you. There's not like a lot in terms of like, which makes sense, I guess. Like the three things would be Dead Space, the Hitman thing, and Fire Emblem for me, I guess would be like. But there's nothing that's like, here, Josh, take out your wallet and give us money. Nothing really is like that yet in that first month.
Yeah, I mean that's fine because again,
yeah,
got other games to play for now, and just they'd be up to $70 nowadays. But anyway, February. Going on to February. So on February, on the 2nd, we have Deliver Us Mars, which I thought looked kind of neat. I don't know how much have you seen of that game, but I thought that looked pretty interesting.
So I was watching somebody say this is a sequel to Deliver Us the Moon, I think.
Oh, is it? Huh.
I think. Let me double check that and make sure I'm not on drugs, which is also very important. Don't do drugs, kids. Deliver Us
Mars.
So yes, there is a Deliver Us the Moon from 2018.
Okay.
And it is the same company. So it must be a sequel.
All right. Well, that makes sense then.
That's cool.
So,
and the Deliver Us Mars looks cool too. I'm looking at some of the.
Yeah, I was looking at that a little bit, and I'm like, this looks cool, man.
This will be the year of the sci-fi, cool. Right? Like, there's going to be so much sci-fi this year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. I was just looking at the Deliver Us to the Moon and comparing it to the other one. Nice.
Which I didn't know until I heard somebody say that earlier.
I didn't know until just now, so it's all good. February 7th, Endling Extinction is Forever. That's a mobile game, so February 10th, this is a big one. February 10th, Hogwarts Legacy, which we've kind of talked about and watched videos of here on the podcast in the past. I say this every time we bring it up, but I'm not a big Harry Potter guy, and even I think that looks kind of fun, dude. Like looks like a decent game, you know.
It looks interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, it has potential, you know. Apart from all the controversies, you know, with J.K. Rowling and all that. That's yeah. So that looks like it's gonna be, you know, have some potential. Maybe I like the customization stuff in it, and I like the open world exploration. So yeah, maybe we'll see. Blanc on Valentine's Day, February 14th. Also on the 14th, this game called Wanted Dead.
Sounds like a Western. That is not a Western poster, though.
It definitely is not, but it's like an action shooter.
Ah.
The
Oh.
What's up?
No, I was looking. I was just looking at some of the screenshots. I was like, oh, that looks neat. For one, it did.
Gotcha. On the 16th, we have Theatrhythm Final Bar Line, which I guess is a Square Enix like kind of Guitar Hero game.
Hmm.
With like Final Fantasy and like all their shit, you know, all their games. February 17th, Tales of Symphonia Remastered, as well as A Weekend in Puzzleberg. Also on the 17th, Wild Hearts.
Wild Hearts is like a Monster Hunter kind of, I think.
And then The Settlers New Allies. Those are all coming out on the 17th. Which that's an Ubisoft game. On the 21st, we have Aka R, which is a Switch game. Not really sure what that's about. Atomic Heart, which is one that I'm interested in. We kind of showcased that one before as well on the podcast before. And then Like a Dragon Ishin, which is, you know, the new name of the Yakuza series. That's also coming out on the 21st. I need to play those games, man. I really need to play those games.
You should do that this year. You should do a Yakuza franchise run.
Yeah, there's so many of them, dude. I don't have all of them. I think I only have like the first one, or you know, which is called Yakuza 0. So I'll play through that one and then we'll see, you know. But I definitely want to play more. I definitely want to do like more games in franchises. Like I want to make progress in Assassin's Creed, which by the way, I'll probably be playing tomorrow on stream. But anyway,
For those of you interested in Atomic Heart, I do believe this is going to be on Game Pass when it comes out. So,
look at that. There you go.
If money isn't too bad of an issue and you can afford a sub, you could play Atomic Heart on the old Game Pass. I also need to play those Yakuza games.
On the 22nd, we have this game called After the Fall, which is a PlayStation VR 2 game. Digimon World Next Order, Switch and PC. Horizon Call the Mountain, which is the Horizon VR game. PSVR 2 itself also releases on the 22nd. Resident Evil Village on the VR 2, and then Blood Bowl 3. Those are all coming out on the 22nd.
I'm not in the VR at all, really.
No.
Kind of.
On the 23rd, we have Company of Heroes 3, Sons of the Forest. Both of those games look pretty good.
Yeah. You played Company of Heroes, right?
Yeah. We have. I didn't play the second one, but I played the first one.
I got you.
On the 24th, we have Atelier Ryza 3, Alchemist of the End, and Secret Key. What a long ass name. But that's
I
like
need
those are like
Japanese game developers. I need you to stop with
yeah,
the ridiculous
these Japanese
names.
games have these crazy long names.
Uh,
Clive and Wrench, Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, Octopath Traveler 2, Destiny 2 Lightfall. Actually, no, Destiny 2 Lightfall is on the 28th. Also on the 24th, though, no, I guess I said all that. Okay. On the 28th, Destiny 2 Lightfall and Scars Above. So for February, what kind of grabs you, Josh?
all right, so for me, there's a couple of things.
Yep, I got a couple too.
Uh,
Or a few actually. More than a couple.
I am interested in Atomic Heart. I don't think I'm as excited as other people are, but I do want to check it out. And then Company of Heroes 3, Sons of the Forest, and Octopath Traveler 2 are all on my radar.
Cool.
How about you?
For me, Deliver Us Mars, Hogwarts Legacy, Atomic Heart, Like a Dragon Ishin, even though I haven't played the Yakuza games, but I mean eventually probably maybe I'll play it. Sons of the Forest, Company Heroes 3, and then maybe Scars Above. Is that the one I'm thinking? Yeah, Scars Above, yeah. So those are kind of definitely more games this month than January for me. Yeah.
All right.
We can move on to March. Ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So for March, we have on the very first day, we have The Last of Us Part 1 coming to PC. Or actually, no, not on the first day, on March 3rd. My bad. I got one because it says
Yeah,
the game
yeah,
has
it
part
says
one.
part
So
one.
that threw me off.
No, I got you.
Because I mean, because I've up until this point, I've been calling the first game just The Last of Us, you know.
Yeah.
But then they decided to add part 1 because they came out with a part 2, so it's like okay, whatever. Anyway, Last was part 1, March 3rd. Wulong Fallen Destiny also March 3rd.
Play the demo for that.
Melon Journey Bittersweet Memories on the 7th. Fatal Frame Mask of the Lunar Eclipse on the 9th. Also on the 9th is IB or pound or whatever, however you're supposed to say this game. No, I don't even. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of information about that one. It's coming to the Switch though. Skull and Bones, also on the 9th. Oni Road to the Mightiest Oni, coming out March 9th. DC's Justice League Cosmic Chaos, coming out on the 10th. On the 14th, we have The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure or Azure. On the 17th, we have Bayonetta Origins. Dude, I almost read that as Cerveza instead of yeah, bro. Like this, the Spanish.
I knew it too. I was like, he's gonna.
Yeah, I was like, what? I was like, huh? Bayonetta drinking beer out here now? What the fuck? Okay, my bad. That was just the Mexican and Spanish brain part of me reading that the wrong way. Anyway, Bayonetta Origins, Cereza or Cereza, however you're supposed to say that, and The Lost Demon coming out on the 17th. The one I'm looking forward to though on the 17th is Star Wars Jedi Survivor. And then on the 22nd, we have a Nice Death coming to Switch and PC. On the 23rd, we have this game called Storyteller coming to Switch and PC. And then another big game on the 24th, Resident Evil 4 Remake, coming to PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and the PC. And then we have that like crazy like 90s, 80s, like
We went to the
game with
retirement home and hired these
yeah,
people
it's like
for
it's
the
like
game.
the Expendables game, basically, right? Like
Yeah. No
so
offense to
that's
any of those people.
yeah, but Crime Boss Rock A City is coming to
So
coming out on
this is gonna sound
PS5,
bad.
Xbox Series XS, and PC. Yep.
I
Go
didn't
ahead.
realize it had a release date that was this soon because it was literally just announced at the Game Awards.
Oh, the Game Awards, yeah.
So that's like, oh dear.
Honestly, though, like, I think part of me is like that's better because I like when games announce their games like
Yeah.
as like when it's gonna come out soon, as opposed to like there are other games that they've announced. I'm like, this is coming out in 5 years, and you're like, wow.
Remember when like they announced Fallout 4 and like it just came out like a few months later? That was crazy when they did that shit at like
Yeah.
an E3. Which, by the way, E3 returns is this year, I believe.
In person this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
So that'll be cool.
Yeah. So those are coming out this or in March. Also, Bat Boy on the 30th, and then two unknown March TBAs, High Water and Chicken Journey.
All right, so
But that's March. So what are you looking forward to this in March, man?
for me, Jedi Survivor and Resident Evil 4 Remake, I think, are the two big ones.
Okay.
Because I played Resident Evil 4 before, and but that remake looked great. That video, that little slice of it that we got to see looked good. How about you?
For me, Skull and Bones, because I like pirate shit.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how, like, I don't know, man. I don't know how well that's gonna do because it was announced. That's one of the games that I mean. It was announced forever ago. And just like it's finally coming out, and I don't know. I'll probably end up getting it on a sale or something down the line. Obviously, Bayonetta drinking cerveza. And I'm kidding. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is like the game I'm looking forward to the most this year, as of right now. So definitely that one's at the top, tippity top. And then yeah, Resident Evil 4 Remake Resident Evil 4 is like one of my most played Resident Evil games. Between that and 4 and 5, I played the shit out of back in the day. So the remake for 4 looks cool as hell. And then honestly, I'm kind of intrigued by that Rock A Crime Boss game. Like, it's probably gonna be stupid and probably not good, but like, I don't know, man. Like, I want to check it out.
What if that is like your new Saints Row almost? You know,
I mean, that's what I was thinking, dude. Like, this is like the next GTA Saints Row kind of game, because the last Saints Row kind of like didn't do much, right? So, well, yeah, we'll see. All right. Those are the games we're looking forward to in March. Let's move on to April. We have on the 4th, we have Meet Your Maker and Grimoire Once More. And then Hogwarts Legacy is coming out on PS4 and Xbox One, last gen.
Yep.
Consoles. And then on the 14th, we have Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection coming out, which is just like a lot of those. I think those are like all the old like Game Boy Advance games or whatever that they're kind of putting in the collection. Anyway.
Yeah.
God of Rock on the 18th. Actually, Star Trek Resurgence on April 15th. My bad. Getting a little ahead of myself on that one. Then God of Rock on the 18th. On the 19th, we have Horizon Forbidden West DLC called Burning Shores. On the 25th, we have After Image, as well as Roots of Pacha. And then the biggest game this month is going to be Dead Island 2 coming out on the 28th. As of right now. and then Mail Time is just kind of TBA, but that's for Switch and PC. So this is
Man,
gonna be a quick and easy one. What are you looking forward to this month, if anything?
I'm actually interested in that Star Trek Resurgence game because it's supposed to be like Telltale, but Star Trek, I believe.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I'm interested in that.
That actually does sound kind of interesting. 'Cause
Yeah.
I generally am a fan of those like Telltale kind of
Mhm.
games. So yeah, or I guess they're called like narrative adventure games, right? Is what those are called. But
Yeah, I believe so.
I like those games. I know they're not for everybody, but I like them. I enjoy them. I like the
I feel like it fits perfectly for
story
Trek
of it.
because that's what Trek's all about. It's telling good stories, you know.
Do you want to throw up a little like the little trailer or
Yeah.
something for it? Like
Let's
here,
throw that up.
I'll link you this one. This is just a reveal
Yeah.
one, but
Hit me.
just to have something so we can so the good folks can kind of see what we're talking about here with this game. Because honestly, I'll be honest with you, I forgot this game was even a thing. We probably talked about it in the past or like it was mentioned or brought up, but I totally forgot about it. So let's check it out.
Yeah.
No one's ever seen before.
It's been a dream of mine since before
I know they've
so I would be honored to become a captain someday.
they've improved the way it looks a lot, and that was kind of like my biggest issue when I think we first saw this, which I think is this trailer. From what I've seen, it looks like they've
improved the look of
it. Yeah.
That's cool. Maybe there's an updated trailer. That's the only one I found though.
I don't know if there is one.
Yeah,
I think there's
is.
I think there's screenshots
Okay.
out there.
The fate of the negotiations, the interests of the Federation, and the prospects
Follow
of
orders or
peace
disobey.
very well depend on it.
Hey, look at Spock. Old man Spock over here.
Oh man. The date on it got the end. It just cracked me up.
Coming spring 2022. They need to we need to edit that 2 at the end there and just add a 3 on it. Be more accurate.
How was that game, DT? How was that since it came out?
It came out last year, right? Apparently,
that just goes to show you guys. That's the name of the game. Things get delayed.
It's supposed to come out on April 15th. That honestly looks kind of cool. I'm
interested
to check that out.
Yeah, I know you're not a big Trekkie, but
Yeah.
I think that might be something up your alley.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I like those narrative adventure games, so I will definitely play them because I enjoy those types of games.
It's on my list. And then Dead Island 2, which we're gonna do a Dead Island run together at some fucking point.
Yeah, I got some of the older games, so we need to play those. But yeah, so cool. Yeah, for me, I'll have to say, yeah, I guess now the Star Trek game. Now that I've kind of know what it is, and then I would say Horizon Forbidden West DLC, but I haven't played the game, so maybe when I get the game, I'll look forward to playing that.
I got you.
And then obviously, Dead Island 2, because yeah, that looks like it's gonna be fun. We're starting to head into the territory where there's not a whole lot of games in
Skimpy.
slotted locations because we're getting to a lot of them. Once we get to the end of this list, there's gonna be a lot of games that don't have release dates. So let's talk about May, which only has 2 games, and I'm looking forward to them both. Well, actually, that's a lie. There's 3 games, but I'm looking forward to 2 of them.
Yeah.
Mid-autumn on May 9th, coming out on PC.
That's one of DT's.
Legend of Zelda, yeah, obviously. Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, May 12th. And then Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League on the 26th. And I'm looking forward to Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League.
Same.
It's gonna be Kevin Conroy's last go at Batman. So, I mean, I was already looking forward to that game, but even more so because of that.
When they did that at the Game Awards, man, I was tearing up. I was like, oh, that's not right.
And then I love Breath of the Wild for Zelda, so I definitely want to play Tears of the Kingdom as well.
Is there anything that you think Were there things about the last game for the last Zelda that you didn't like that you hope they kind of improved on in this one? Because like, I'll be honest with you, that weapon
I hate the
durability.
weapon degrading. Yeah, I hate the weapon degrading stuff. I hate that shit, dude. It's so annoying. Like I think when I played it, it wasn't like that bad because I'm like, oh well, you can just kill an enemy and use your weapon or whatever. But like, so I don't know, like it, until I got the Master Sword, like which doesn't break, it just has because of like recharge or whatever.
Hmm.
Like everything was just kind of like, ugh, dude. Everything. In general, I just hate weapon, degrading in games. Like that shit's annoying. But that's probably the biggest thing for me. I'm also just an idiot, so puzzles. I give me easier puzzles because my brain can't handle them sometimes. Uh, but yeah,
I'm
those are
the
like probably the
same.
biggest ones.
There's a reason I don't put puzzles in like tabletop RPGs. I I, c- I can't make a puzzle that a 2-year-old couldn't figure out, man. So like, I don't do puzzles. Like, yeah.
All right, so obviously I said the games I'm looking forward to. Josh.
Yeah, I'm the same. Or sorry, I'm Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. It's kind of the one that I'm interested in for that month. And the Zelda thing, I'm not really interested in. I haven't played a Zelda game ever. You know, so I have it. It's over there. I need to play it at some point. The last one
Yeah,
that
you
I
should play it. It's pretty cool, man. I like it. It's probably my favorite Zelda game out of all of them.
Yeah.
It's more my style as opposed to some of the other ones. I do have nostalgia for like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, but
I know they're much beloved.
yeah. All right, June. We start off with Esophagize on June 1st. I don't know what that is.
Not a
And
clue.
then June 2nd, we have Street Fighter 6. And then on the 6th, we have Diablo 4. And then probably one of the Game of the Year contenders, Final Fantasy 16, coming out on June 22nd. So I would say that for me, probably the only one that I really have interest in this month is probably Final Fantasy 16.
I got you.
So Josh, June.
Street Fighter, I'm interested in. Diablo, I'm interested in, and Final Fantasy, I'm interested in. My
So that's
June,
all 3 for 3.
June's gonna be hard on my wallet. I'll be honest with you. Well, maybe we'll see.
It's like, yeah, I don't know about that.
Some of those might get put on hold, so we'll have to just see how things develop.
Yeah,
over
we
the
never
year.
know. Like we're saying these right now as it stands. Like some of the stuff is gonna get moved inevitably, right?
Mm-hmm.
The last month we have of anything confirmed as of right now is July, and it's only one thing, which is the Legend of Heroes: Trails of Revere, which is July 7th, and then Hogwarts Legacy is coming out on the Switch for July 25th. But that's like all the confirmed dates, and I don't know what that game is, so I can't say I'm looking forward to it. But sounds like another Japanese game. Uh, so now we're kind of heading into the territory of all the games that are supposed to be coming out this year but don't have a release date. You ready for that?
It is.
All right. Number 1, we have AEW Fight Forever.
Kind of interested. We'll see.
After Us, Age of Empires 4, Alan Wake 2.
Yes.
Aliens Dark. So for these, we're just gonna do like A, B, and that's
Yeah.
how we'll do it. Okay.
I got you.
Amnesia: The Bunker, Angerfoot, Arc Raiders, Arc 2, Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Atlas Fallen, and Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. So, out of the A's, what are you looking forward to?
Kind of interested in the AEW game because I like wrestling, and wrestling games can be fun. So we'll see. Alan Wake 2, I'm kind of interested in. I need to play the first one, but the second one was the trailer for it was interesting. Aliens Dark Descent, kind of interested in. Need more info on it. Armored Core, absolutely super interested in. And then that Assassin's Creed Mirage, I need to know more about it, but I've been pretty happy with the last few Assassin's Creeds. So, how about you, DT? What about you and the A's?
So for me, I have to say Alan Wake 2. I've played the other two games. So I definitely am intrigued about this, and also Control had some kind of crossover with the Alan Wake game, so that's another one involved with that. Aliens Dark Descent looks cool. Angerfoot looks like a stupid fun time, so I might try that out. That's a Devolver game.
Oh, that's the. I remember that. Isn't that the one where they go around like kicking? Is that
Kicking
one?
the doors and everything.
Yeah, that's Angerfoot. Okay.
Arc 2, I'm like kind of interested. Like I'm just I'm intrigued in it because I'm like,
Oh
I
yeah.
played so much of Arc, the first one, right? With like Jake
I'm putting
and all
that's
them.
on my list too. I missed it.
But like, like all we know about the second one is that Vin Diesel's in it. So I'm like, what the hell? Like we need more information about this game.
Apparently he liked it too.
And then Assassin's Creed Mirage definitely looks super cool. I think they're kind of going a little bit more like old school with this next one, which seems interesting. That's why I want to play these. That's why I want to make more progress in the series, man. Because I'm on Rogue right now, right? And I need to make progress, dude. Because I'm like so many games behind, so I want to try to catch up. But yeah, Mirage, I need to play. Or I don't know, that's the one coming out this year. I definitely want to play that at some point. Is what I meant to say. Eventually, when I catch up. And then
Atlas Fallen. Yeah,
Atlas
that.
Fallen. It looked. I don't know. It didn't
We
really
didn't really
grab
see
me. Like
much either.
Yeah.
We saw cinematics and like I think some snippets.
It didn't really grab me, but it has. I guess it has potential. It needs to like show me more though.
Yeah, I think that's another thing that we're gonna see a lot on these games is like because there's games that are like supposed to come out and we know next to nothing about them. Just some mild interest.
So some of them might come out this year, and some of them we're probably gonna get pushed to next year.
Probably a lot of them. Yeah.
And then Avatar. I kind of do want to play Avatar. from Tears of Pandora. Not gonna lie. And that's what I'm looking forward to on the A's.
Hey, I got you.
So let's talk about the B's now. So the B's, it's gonna be, we have, Baldur's Gate 3, Banishers: Ghost of New Eden, definitely one that I'm looking forward to. Battle Cakes, Behemoth, Blazing Strike, Blue Protocol, Bomb Rush, Botany Manor, Boundary, Bounty Star, Bramble, Blazing Strike, and boss game. The final boss is My Heart. So, out of all those games, what are ones that you kind of are like keeping an eye on?
So Baldur's Gate 3 actually has a release date, but neither of these lists for some reason didn't want to put it on there. It comes out in August. It's a recent date. So it'll be August of 2023. And that is the thing I am most interested in. The Banishers, we saw a trailer for that at the Game Awards, right?
It was announced at the Game Awards, yeah.
So interested in that. Need to see more. I'm kind of interested in that little Blue Protocol MMO, but we'll see. Always a little wary of Japanese MMOs because they can be kind of grindy. So we'll see. In terms of the B's, I think that's it. Really, it's Baldur's Gate. Yeah. We'll see. How about you, DT? What do you got in the B's?
Definitely Baldur's Gate 3. That one looks very cool. I need to play like some of the. I need to play like Divinity 2 and stuff like that. But
oh man,
I definitely want to play Baldur's Gate 3. Banishers: Ghost of New Eden, absolutely.
That trailer was cool.
And yeah, that's probably it for right now. I mean, some of these other ones, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to forget. Like, if we like what I've seen from some of these. Like Behemoth sounds familiar, but I don't know if that's something that's like a VR game, so probably not.
Oh, I think we saw a trailer for that at the Game Awards. It looked like
Yeah.
Skyrim kind of, but VR. I think that's what
Yeah.
Behemoth was.
So that's probably it for me on the B's. I don't.
You mean you don't want to play Bomb Rush Cyberpunk? Man,
Nah.
let's get funky with it.
All
All right.
Moving
What's
on to the
next?
C's, we have Call of Duty Warzone Mobile, Chance of Sonar, Cocoon, Coffee Talk Episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly, Colossal Cave, Crash Team Rumble, Creature Keeper, and Cyber Knights Flashpoint. So, any of that sound interesting to
No.
you? Yeah,
I'm
probably. Oh, actually, well, I forgot to mention Cyberpunk 2077
Yeah,
DLC.
that's what I was about to say. I'm like, that DLC, right? Like, there's got to be one C in here that we want to play.
Yeah, so that's the one I'm looking forward to, is the DLC for Cyberpunk.
Yep.
Because we already mentioned Company Heroes 3, and yeah. Cyberpunk DLC for sure. I can't wait for that. I love Cyberpunk, so I can't wait to play that. All right, well, moving on to the D's then. We have here Death Stranding 2, Decarnation, Disney Illusion Island, Disney Speedstorm, and Dune Awakening, as well as Desta: The Memories Between, Devolver Tumble Time, Dordone, and Disney Dreamlight Valley coming out on a bunch of other stuff. But anyway,
On everything. I think it's in early access right now, right? Isn't that what the
it's
Disney
in early
thing
access. So it's in early access. So
Gotcha.
it's coming out like officially, I guess, at some point this year. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. So there you have it. The D's. What are you looking forward to in that list, if anything?
Dune! Both Awakening and Spice Wars. There's 2 different Dune games that are coming.
Yeah, Awakening, Spice Wars. Yeah, that's right.
And yeah, Dune, I guess. That Disney Dreamlight thing, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, honestly, that does look kind of cool. I remember wanting to check it out when it was like coming out or whatever, but I just never got
Give
it.
the mouse some more of my money, like they don't get enough.
Yeah, for me, probably Dune Awakening, and yeah, Disney Dreamlight Valley, probably. Those are probably the 2 for me as well. Alrighty then, moving on to E. We have Earthblade, Aiden Chronicles 100 Heroes, EA Sports PGA Tour, Earthlock 2, Endless Dungeon, Eternites, Everspace 2, Everywhere, Exo 1, and Exo Primal. So not a lot in there, honestly, kind of catches my eye. Everspace 2 though, I like space games, so that one.
That's a maybe for me, yeah. Other than that, the E's have disappointed me. Unless you're into dinosaur shooters like Exoprimal. That's Jake's game.
On to the F's we go then. Fae Farm, Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Series, Final Fantasy 7 Ever Crisis, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Flashback 2, Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn, Flock, Forever Skies, Forza Motorsport, Front Mission 2 Remake, and Frozen Flame. Any of that. Any of that.
I need to play 7, the remake thing, whatever it's called, and then I might be interested in Rebirth after that. We'll see. Other than that, not really the Fs. Not really a lot of Fs for me.
Okay.
How about you?
I would say for me, Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn seems interesting. As well as Frozen Flame. Those are the
What's
two
Forever Skies?
kind of jump out to me.
Maybe Forever Skies. We'll see. That look kind of neat. It's got airships in it.
Actually, I do have Forever Skies on my wish list, so that one too. Because I was just trying to remember what game that was. I'm like, okay.
Well,
yeah.
that's the thing we're looking at so much. It's easy to get overwhelmed and kind of forget stuff.
Well, also like with a name like that, I'm like, is that like a flight sim or something? You know?
I know it does sound kind of like one too. Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the G's. Garbage Pail Kids, Mad Mike and the Quest for the Stale Gum.
Jesus.
Ghostbusters: Rise of the Ghost Lord. Goodbye Volcano High. Goodbye World. GTA the Trilogy Definitive Edition. Gravity Circuit and Gun Borella. Anything there?
There's one on the other list called Gourd. That I'm interested in. Other than that, the
Okay.
G's are blah.
Oh, I thought I said that. My bad. Well, yeah.
Well, maybe you did say it, and I just didn't hear you. That is also quite possible.
No, I might have missed it. I thought I had.
So,
said
guys, we have 2 lists open to make sure we don't miss or try not to miss anything. Because the dates are, one list has most things, and the other list has most of the same things, but then it has a few extra things. So it's a little funky.
Yeah. Anyway,
but Gord's on my wish list. That's kind of like it's like a Witcher colonies sim-ish type thing game. I think something like that. It looks interesting. I don't know if you've looked at it all, DT. It might be like your type of game. I don't know.
Could be. I mean, I'll have to say though, out of all of these, that's the one that like piques my interest the most.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to make sure I mentioned it, because like that one looks interesting.
Yeah, because all these other ones, like I was like, oh, Ghostbusters, but it's a VR game. It's like, oh, okay.
Oh, disappointment. Yeah.
GTA Trilogy is coming to iOS and Android, but we already know how that came out on PC.
Yeah, hard to be excited about any of that stuff.
Yeah. All right, well, moving on to the H's. We have Hades 2.
Yes.
Hellboy Web of Weird. Hollow Knight. Silk Song. Homeworld 3. Hyenas. Hyper Light Breaker. Hell is Us. Hello Neighbor Search and Rescue. And Hightail. So out of those, what are you looking forward to?
Hades
Obviously 2. We got a yes from that one.
Yeah, Hades 2, no doubt. Homeworld 3, very interested in. And I think that's it. I think those are the ones. Homeworld 3 and Hades 2. How about you?
Alrighty. All right. For me, I am looking forward to I want to some of these some of these I'm like, what game is that again?
No, I got you.
I haven't played I haven't played the first Hollow Knight, but maybe if I play it, I might be interested in the second one. Homeworld 3, I think we saw a little bit of that. Like, and that looked kind of cool. I think, is that the one that I said reminded me of like Empire War?
Yes.
Okay. Well then yeah, maybe that one. I'm trying to see what some of this other stuff is. Hyenas maybe just because I like FPS shooters or FPS multiplayer FPSs. It'd be fun for that maybe. Uh, but other than that, there's not like a whole lot in here that I'm really looking forward to in the H's. So that's probably it for me.
Gotcha.
Eyes, which there's a few. We have I Am Jesus Christ coming to the PC.
Game of the year.
We have Immortals of Avium, Industries of Titan, Inkbound, and Infinity Nikki. I don't know any of these games, so I can't say I'm looking forward to any of them.
For me, Immortals of Avium, we saw like a no gameplay. We just saw like here's a cinematic announced at the Game Awards, and that was it. So very forgetful. So not really excited.
that's
Just
why I didn't
interested.
know.
Want to see more of it. Type of excitement, I guess. Industries of Titan, I have. It's I got it on its early access, I think, on Epic, and I got it and played it, and it's pretty cool. And I saw a full release will be, I think, interesting. If you're into, I don't think it's a your type of game, to be honest with you, GT. It's a Josh game, but it's like you land on this moon and you're kind of like I want to say you're like an indentured servant for this business company, and you're like working to try to make it as profitable as possible. So it's like a colony, build up, make money type sim game.
Yeah. All right. We can move on to the K's then, if that's all we have to say on those.
Sure.
We have KO, Kerbal Space Program 2, and Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the game. What do you want to play from those?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the game. And we're gonna stream it. And we're gonna make Ambo watch.
Jesus.
I'm kidding, teasing.
Oh man,
I'm joking. But I am looking forward to the game. I think it'll be interesting.
Yeah, same. I do want to play that. I signed up for like the beta or whatever the fuck.
I think I
get
did too.
access to that. So hopefully I'll be trying that at some point this year.
Be cool.
L's, we have Layers of Fear, Lies of P, Lightyear Frontier, and The Lords of the Fallen, as well as Leap, Lorelei, and the Laser Eyes, and Like a Dragon, Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name. Man,
nothing in me for me in the L's. Nothing for me there. I'm not interested in any of that really.
Yeah, I don't. Layers of Fears maybe like for horror games, but there isn't really a whole lot in there. Lies of P is like it's like a Souls game, but I don't know if I want to play that. And the other stuff doesn't really like. Oh, actually, never mind. Lightyear Frontier. I do want to play. I do want to try that. That one is probably like at the top of the one out of that list that I do want to try. That one does.
Oh yeah, I
fun,
forgot
so.
what it was. So I opened it up and looked at it.
I do want to play that. That's the one for me. Yeah.
All right, cool.
M's. So we got Marvel Snap, World of Heroes, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Metal Slug Tactics, Mina the Hollower, Minecraft Legends, Minico's Night Market, Monster Hunter Rise, Sunbreak, Mortal Kombat Onslaught, Moving Out 2, and My Time at Sandrock.
Okay. Metal Slug Tactics. Marvel Spider-Man 2. I still got to play the first one to completion. I played a little bit of it, but I need to go back, restart it, and complete it. And I think those are the ones for me. How about you?
For me, I want to try out Marvel Spider-Man 2. Obviously, love the first game, but I need to play Miles Morales and before at some point before I play the second one. Um, Minecraft Legends. I want to try that out. That look like it could be pretty cool. Uh, Moving Out too. I think I played the first one and that was kind of cool, but I kind of like those kind of like little sim games like that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I didn't play the first one. I played one similar to it, but anyway,
Oh, I
I'd
gotcha.
play those. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. I never played My Time at Porsche, so I don't think I'll play My Time at Sandrock. Yeah. On to the ends. We have Nightingale and Nine Souls, which I'm looking forward to Nightingale, obviously.
Same. Definitely interested in Nightingale.
Can't wait to play that actually.
I think every time they show it, we're like go nuts over it. We want to check it out.
Yeah. Definitely want that game.
Okay.
Oh, we have Off the Grid and Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals, which I played the first Oxenfree, so I might or I'll probably end up playing the second one at some point. And then Off the Grid, I'm trying to remember what game this is, but it looks like it's like a shooter. So maybe, but I don't really remember what type of game that is, or what it's about rather. So, oh wait, it's the Neil Blomkamp cyberpunk shooter game. Okay, well, maybe.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah, I forgot about that.
I might have interest in that depending on how it goes, but we'll see. What else we got here? Moving on to the P's, we have Paul World, Pikmin 4, Planet of Lana, Pragmata, Paparazzi, Pacific Drive, Power World, Park Beyond, Payday 3, Pepper Grinder, Phantom Abyss, Pistol Whip, Plumbers Don't Wear Ties Definitive Edition, Potion Craft, Prehistoric Kingdom, Proto Corgi. It's a lot of P games. So anything in there kind of pique your interest at all?
Payday. Maybe Prehistoric Kingdom. Other than that, no, I don't think.
Gotcha.
What's Planet of Lana? Lana.
Lana. We've seen that one a few times already, or several times already.
Yeah, I see it now. I see that. Yeah, nothing else. How about you?
In the P's, I would have to say I want to say I already played Paparazzi. Payday 3, obviously, definitely that one because we were talking about it earlier. Planet of Lana, I'm like kind of interested in, but
Lana,
I don't know if I like. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I do want to play it, but I was kind of interested in that a little bit.
Gotcha.
So it's like on my radar, but like I don't know. I don't know if I'll end up getting that or not. But that's probably it for me on those P's.
Gotcha.
I was never really a Pikmin guy, so I don't really have that one on my. But I know a lot of people are looking forward to that one too.
It would be on my list except Switch.
It's Nintendo, man. It ain't gonna be on nothing else.
No, but that's not what I mean, though. I mean, I'm sick of the Switch's hardware. I just don't think it's any good right now anymore. So,
Gotcha. Yeah. Moving on to R's, we have Redfall, Remnant 2, Risk of Rain Returns, RoboCop Rogue City, Replaced, and Rune Factory 3 Special.
all right.
So, what do you got from that list?
Remnant 2 replaced RoboCop Rogue City. And maybe Redfall. Maybe. I'm leaning towards not, but maybe. We'll see. How about you?
Gotcha. For me, I am looking forward to Remnant 2 because I played the first one. RoboCop Rogue City because RoboCop. And I think that's it. Maybe Risk of Rain returns. I don't know. I never played that game, but I'm always curious about trying out Risk of Rain.
I got you.
And then that's it because Redfall hasn't impressed me up until this point. So they need
No,
to
I got you.
they need to really like turn it around and show me something that is more
Fires you
interesting
up. Yeah, I
than what
got
we've
you.
seen so far. Because right now I'm not impressed by it really. I know there's a lot of people looking forward to that game, but it hasn't impressed me so far. I don't really have any hype for it at the moment. S's. We have uh Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl, Sacrifier, Shim, Sea of Stars, Sifu, Skate Story, Slime Rancher 2, Solar Ash, Star Trek Resurgence, which we mentioned earlier, Star Wars Hunters, Starfield, Stellar Blades, Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life, uh Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster Gate, Rune, and Dunin Unification Wars. What is I got beef with these Japanese and their long ass game titles, man. That is unnecessarily long, bro. What is the deal with that? Super Bomberman R2. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Anyway, so out of some of these games are already out, but they're coming out like Sifu, but it's coming out on Xbox
Yeah.
next year, right? So or this year, so that's why it's on here. But some of these are already out. But anything on here, Josh, that kind of
Yes.
obviously
Stalker
would be
2, Heart of Chernobyl, for sure.
yeah.
What is Sea of Stars? Do I remember this? Let me look. Okay, no. Don't want to believe that. Star Trek Resurgence, we talked about. Star Wars Hunters,
Yep.
probably. Starfield, interested in. And that's probably it. How about you?
Gotcha. For me, it is going to be. I haven't played any of the Stalker games, but that looks like it'd be something I might be into. So I'll throw Stalker on that.
You
just
played
for
something like
sure.
Stalker, which was you played the Metro games.
Yeah, the Metro
Those are
games,
like
exactly.
Stalker.
That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking of when I came. But I haven't actually played like Stalker. But I get you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Stalker. Let's see. Star Trek Resurgence. Now that we kind of talked about it a little bit earlier, I totally forgot that game was coming out. Star Wars Hunters, Starfield. Look interested and intrigued by that one. Mainly for the ship customization, but I do kind of want to try it out, just to try it out. I think is Stellar Blade the game that I'm thinking of. Oh yeah, okay, that's this game. Yeah, we've seen that one. I mean, I don't have a PS5, so not really. And that's probably it. Because some of this other stuff, I'm like, about, or I don't really care about, really.
Gotcha.
Okay. Moving on to the T's. So we got Chia, Tesla Grad 2, Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, the Anacrusis, the Dark Picture Switchback VR, The Expanse, a Telltale series, The Invincible, The Last Case of Benedict Fox, The Light Brigade, The Lords of the Fallen, Pathless, The Plucky Squire, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, Chapter 2 Retribution, The Wandering Village, The Wolf Among Us 2, The Wreck, Thirsty Suitors, Time Flies, Transformers Reactivate, and Tron Identity. So these are a little bit more stacked, I think. 'Cause there's just a lot more games in here. But what catches your eye in this list?
For me, it is The Invincible because I've got it on my wish list. Um, uh, I need to play the first Wolf Among Us, but maybe Wolf Among Us 2. And then that's kind of it. Like, there's a lot of games in here, but it's like, I don't know if I want to play the Expanse Telltale game without having finished the show. So yeah, that's kind of it for me. How about you, DT? What's I fucking stopped looking. Transformers and Tron Identity, maybe. I don't know what Tron Identity is. I need to. Yeah, maybe. How about you?
All right. For me, I'm looking forward to Chia. That looks kind of fun. Like it could be cool. The Expanse. I haven't seen the show, but again, we talked about it earlier when we talked about the Star Trek game. I do like those types of games, so I plan on watching the show and then playing the game. The Invincible looks cool. Um, what else we got here? I kind of am curious about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game
Hmm.
because I played the Blair Witch one like in October this past year, and that was like a short, interesting little game. Uh, what else? The Pathless. I think I was interested in a little bit. Yeah, the Pathless looks cool. Um, Even though like the plucky little squire looks kind of neat too. Like that one, I think I got on my wish list as well because I kind of like the idea of like being in a book and then coming out of it and like
Mm-hmm.
you know playing like that whole kind of aspect of it was cool. Uh, what else? No Walking Dead's VR. No thanks. Another interesting like one that we kind of saw was the Wandering Village. So I'm kind of like, as I know it's like a sim game, but that one maybe I know I think it's out on early access, so it'll be coming out like officially. But honestly, I mean, it looked cool, but I don't think it's my kind of game. Wolf Among Us 2, 100% looking forward to that. I love the first game. Love the first game. So I can't wait to play number 2. That's like high up on my list of games that I want to play. Transformers Reactivate was the one that we saw at the Game Awards. And that was like, well, I remember when we saw it, we didn't even know it was a Transformers game.
Nope.
So I'm like very curious to see more about it because I want to know more about it because I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what are we like? What
Yeah.
But definitely want to see more from that, and I'll probably end up playing that. And then lastly, lastly, Tron Identity because I like Tron, so definitely want
Run.
to try that out, play that. That's probably it for me on the teas. We're nearing the end here, but we are going on to the U's. I think we have Ultimate Fishing Simulator 2 and Under the Waves. Either one of those, Josh, or no?
Nah. How about you?
Uh, I don't think so. But Under the Waves sounds more interesting than the other one. Although, fuck going down in the ocean, dude. But no, okay. V's we got V Rising, Valheim, Valiant Hearts Coming Home, Venba, Viewfinder, and Volcanoids.
All right. Be Rising, because I have it. I've already played it. And when they go full release, it's going to be cool. Valheim, already own it. And when it's complete, that'll be cool. Play with other friends. And I think that's it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Maybe Volcanoids. Maybe. How about you?
For me, I think V Rising is one that I remember wanting to try out, but yeah, I'll probably, whenever it is fully released, that'll be fun to check out. So I have not played that one. Valheim I do own, so it'll be nice to see that fully released because I feel like that's a game that's been on fucking early access for like 3 years now. And I just every time I play it, I want to like it more, but I don't know, man. It doesn't really that game never really hit with me as strongly as it did with everybody else, I feel like. So hopefully with the full release, maybe I'll feel better about it or want to play it actually, but I don't know. And then what else we got here? Viewfinder. I'm not really like a puzzle obviously person, but that one I thought was like pretty cool based off of what we saw at the Game Awards. So I might try that one because that one, like, I like the idea of it. I think it's just really cool,
No, I got you.
And then Volcanoids I have on my wish list. I don't have it, but I do want to try that. That looks cool. That's like my kind of game, open world survival build base kind of thing. That's we like that kind of stuff. So yeah, Volcanoids for sure. And then I think that's it.
Okay. What's next?
So down to the W's. We have Where Winds Meet, Witchfire, Wayfinder, World of Horror, WrestleQuest, and Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2.
Okay.
So go
Space
ahead,
Marine
Josh.
2. Absolutely. What is Wayfinder again? Wayfinder, yeah, maybe. Wayfinder's a maybe. I need to see more. And WrestleQuest. WrestleQuest looks cool. Looks like fun. So it's on my list. So those are the 3. How about you?
For me, obviously, Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. I played the first game, I think last year or 2 years ago or whenever the hell I played it. And that was fun. So I definitely want to try out the second one. And I think that's it. Like none of these other ones really like kind of point out to me like something I'd want to play. Although you're right, WrestleQuest does look like it's just funny. That just looks like a funny game.
Yeah.
But I probably wouldn't play it anyway. Wayfinder has potential, but I don't know. I need to see more.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it though. That one. And finally, we have 2 last games on here. We have which are Wise, and it's You Suck at Parking and Wise 9 Monstrum Nox, which I don't even know what that is, dude. It's a Japanese game by the looks of it. But yeah, I'm not interested. I don't know those games, so I'm not interested in it.
Yeah, not me either. All right.
There you go. That's our games preview. Man, I felt like it took forever.
Yeah, I think of the things that we're gonna look at, the games to take the longest because there's a lot that got pushed back from previous years, right? That'll probably come out this year. So it's just like a giant list.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna be like, out of all these, DT, which one are you looking forward to? There's too much spread over too much. I'm not doing that. Fuck that.
You guys, As I said earlier, the game I'm looking forward to the most this year is Jedi Survivor. So there you go.
Yeah. All right,
And
so
there's
that's the
obviously
games.
other ones, but yeah, that's the games list.
We're gonna move on to
Went on to the
TV shows.
TV previews.
Yeah, let me swap our text over.
You can do 2023 preview shows or TV shows or whatever.
TV shows.
And then we'll get into
All right.
that.
We
So
are
again,
swapped over.
some of these probably are going to not be what's the word? They might not be complete. There might be some stuff missing here. But we can only have so much, I think, before it gets too much, and then I mean it's kind of hard to keep track of every little thing coming out, right?
Yeah.
But yeah. So starting off with the TV stuff. So January, obviously the month we're in now. This one is gonna be, I think, there's so much stuff in here that we're just gonna talk about like stuff that we're looking forward to, I think, because
Okay.
there's a lot.
Thank
There's a
God.
lot.
I was like, there's no way.
I'm not. I'm not going through every little thing on here because a lot of this, I'll be like, kind of like in the games. I don't even know what some of this stuff is, But
Okay, so I think the way we should do this is we should look through all of January, pick out the ones we want to talk about, and then talk about them. How about that? Does that work?
Yes.
Okay.
That works out.
Okay.
So
let's have a
obviously,
look-see here.
you can skip like stuff that's already like we're on the 9th right now as of today.
Yeah.
So you can skip up to the 10th or whatever, and then go on from there.
Have a look-see here.
So there's as you can see, a lot of TV all the time. So we're just gonna look through this and see kind of what we're really, either digging or want to check out or interested in some way or another.
This.
But yeah, quite a few stuff on here for sure.
Do. So far, I'm not really seeing anything for me. I'm trying to see if anything grabs me, but there's really nothing getting me so far. Oh, maybe that. Okay, I'll open that.
I think I might be done with January.
Damn, you went so much quicker than me. Oh.
Yeah,
I'm
done,
almost there.
So just let me know when you're done.
Oop, that. No. Nope. I think I'm done.
All right, cool.
I am. Yeah.
Cool.
right.
All right. So you want to start off? What you're
right.
kind of looking forward to the rest of this month?
January. I need to go back and finish season 1, but Mayor of Kingstown season 2 drops, and I gotta support my boy Jeremy Renner. I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes of that when it first aired, and then I just got busy with other things. So that super interested in. Need to go back and finish that show so far. I also have The Last of Us series open, which we've talked about numerous times on this, that we will be watching that. So that. And The Legend of Vox Machina season 2. So those are my 3.
Cool.
How about you, DT?
All right. For me, I haven't seen Mayor of Kingstown season 1, but that is a show that I've heard about that I might end up checking out eventually. I gotta watch season 1 though, and then I'll check out season 2.
Gotcha.
That comes out on the 15th. Also on the 15th, The Last of Us. Obviously, I'll be checking that out. Played the game, so I'll be watching the show. MILF Man. No, I'm just kidding.
I've seen that advertised on TV.
No, I just thought it was funny, but no, I'm not. That 90s show, January 19th. I watched the original That 70s show.
Mm.
So I'm kind of like I do have like intrigue, right? Like I watched the trailer, so I'm like, I want to check it out just to see like what it'll be like. But to be honest, the new cast doesn't really like. I don't think. I don't know, man. The original cast was so good that like the new cast, it doesn't look like they're on the same level. But we'll see. Yeah, there's only one way to find out. So check it out. And then lastly, much like yourself, yeah, The Legend of Vox Machina. We watched the first season, so I would definitely be checking out the second season when it drops on January 20th. Friday, January 20th. So that's pretty much all I'm looking forward to the rest of this month. A lot of the other stuff I just don't care about or haven't seen. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right. So that's what we're looking forward to in January. We're gonna do the same now for February, Josh. So if you want to look through that and see what you
Haha, I'm way ahead of you. I'm already done with February.
Oh, well, hey, look at that.
While you were talking about yours, because I figured they were similar to mine, I went ahead and tried to catch up.
Sounds good. All righty then. I'm just looking through it really quickly, seeing if there's anything here that I want to see, but it doesn't look like there is a whole lot for me. So, yeah, I don't think so. All right, well, let's go ahead and talk about February then, if you're
I have one pick for February.
you're ready. Yeah, what's that?
And I have no idea what it's even about. I just know that Christoph Waltz is in it, and that makes me want to check it out. It's called The Consultant. And I'm like, it's a comedy, drama, mystery, thriller, apparently. But the biggest thing is that it's got Christoph Waltz in it. All right, like that's like I don't know shit about it, but that I like him a lot and things. So that's got me interested in this. I will probably check that out. February 24th will be the premiere date for that.
February 24th. All right. Cool.
So that's the only thing I have for February. How about you? You got anything?
All right. For February, I only have really one thing, but kind of two. So I threw in The Flash just because we're going to watch that one episode. The one
That's
episode where Stephen Amell comes back. So I'll throw that in there. And then You season 4. I do that's a show that I watch. So I will be checking out season 4, which they're splitting into 2 parts. I hate that. I hate that Netflix does that.
Yeah, I just saw that. That's I
fucking hate that shit. But part 1 comes out in February, so I'll be checking that out, I guess. That's pretty much all I got for February. So we can go ahead and do March now, which looking at it really quickly, I don't have a whole lot in here apart from a few things. So
I got 2 things. So whenever you're ready.
So yeah,
And I'm
ready.
sure we share one of them.
Yes. The Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian. Yeah.
Is number 1. It comes out March 1st. Can't wait to watch that. We'll be doing an episode on that. Very, very excited to check that out.
For sure.
And then what's your second one?
I have True Lies. I didn't even realize they were making it a show, and I was like, well, I might check this out. We'll see. We'll see. It's a show on CBS, so who knows if it'll be any good or not, but maybe. So, kind of curious. What's your other thing?
My other thing is You season 4 part 2 because like I said, they're splitting it up. And then honestly, I haven't seen season 1 of Shadow and Bone, but I kind of want to check that out. That's a Netflix one.
I watched. I think I watched season. Did I watch season 1 of this? I did.
didn't watch
I
any
think.
of it, but
Yes, I did.
Kind of interested in seeing that. Oh, and then also I haven't seen season 1, but Yellow Jackets. I do want to watch that.
I've heard nothing but good things from my friend Bob.
Yep. So I wanna watch both of those that I haven't seen. So yeah, that's it for March. April, there isn't really a whole lot. Just like the Walking Dead show, and like there's a documentary, but Mrs. David, I don't even know. Nah, I don't. Nothing really there. May doesn't really look like there's much there.
Nope.
Spring TBD. There's again, we're like in the territory now where stuff is just like, who knows when it's gonna come out, right? So June we have the uh well, never mind. These are all just TBD because
Yeah, it's all
summer TBD. The Witcher 3 at some point. Good Omens season 2, which I've heard good things about Good Omens. I gotta check that out, man. And a lot of people love Outlander. Season 7's coming out at some point. What other TBDs we got? Anything stand out for you in the TBD? Oh, Orphan Black Echoes. I kind of want to check that out. I like the first show, so I'm curious about that one. Um, what else we got here? There's a lot of stuff in here that I'm just like, ugh, man, like Riverdale season 7. Ugh. Stop watching that shit like forever ago, dude. I don't know how that shit's still going.
a lot of Disney Plus stuff that's on here, like
The Acolyte, obviously
Acolyte,
looking forward
Ahsoka,
to.
Agatha,
Ahsoka, yeah, Agatha.
Armor Wars, Echo, maybe. We'll see.
I'll be checking it out.
What
Armor
is?
Wars, yeah.
Oh, that's a movie. Never mind.
Ironheart.
Loki season 2.
Yep, Loki season 2. That's the thing about like doing a preview like this, is that a lot of things that are supposed to be coming out don't have dates yet. So it's like, well,
Yeah.
can't really can't really say when they're
Oh,
coming out. Marvel Zombies.
X-Men 97 when it comes back. Oh,
Oh
it'll be
yeah,
back.
baby.
Oh man,
X-Men
I want to
97.
rewatch. I want to rewatch the OG though before that happens. So I want to do that.
Secret Invasion. Skeleton Crew. What If season 2? Oh, I'm very excited for What If season 2. I love season 1, man.
What is fun?
Yeah, that's exciting. What else we got here? The Penguin when that comes out. Harley Quinn season 4. Yup. Gremlins Secrets of the Mogwai. I didn't even know that was. Did I know that was a thing?
I think we talked about it before. It's just been a
Maybe
while.
it might have been a while. I don't remember. But anyway, that could be interesting.
Mayhap.
What else we got here? Possibly. Oh, there you go. Josh Tokyo Vice season 2.
Oh, but I didn't even see that.
What else? Warrior season 3.
Here you are. The Bear season 2. Oh,
yeah,
that show is so good.
I know you like that one. Yeah,
you should watch that, DT. I think you'd like the first season if you get the chance.
Yeah, I just dude that I was wanting to start a show this past week because I've been watching so many movies. Like maybe I should start watching a show now. I'm like, man, oh dude, just there's so much, dude. There's so much to watch. So much
well, that's what's nice about the Bear. The Bear's quick.
Alice in Borderland season 2. I've heard good things about the first one, so I do want to check out, or the first season, so I do want to check out that show. What else? What else is on here? Army of the Dead Lost Vegas. That's a show or a movie? Oh, dude, they're making a show about magic. Magic the Gathering.
Oh yeah, they picked a good time to do it right in the middle of everybody shitting all over them for how they're doing the open game license, which we talked about, by the way. We were ahead of everybody when we did that, like last week, or yeah, right. You know, like oh, we were ahead of the game on that one, boy.
Yeah, a lot of the other stuff on here, I'm just like, I need to see more about it or hear more about it because I haven't heard about it.
Come on, buddy. Don't you want to watch Chicken Run: Dawn of the Nugget? That's right up your alley.
Oh hell yeah, bro! I love Chicken Run. That movie was cool, dude.
That's a movie, I guess. Dawn of the Nugget. What a great name. I'm just looking at it's like a lot of this just based off names don't grab me. Like I need trailers and like posters.
Yeah, I got you. I kind of feel the same way. Like I said, like I said, a lot of these I don't even know what they are.
Mm-hmm.
I need to hear more about them or see it like more of it because I just don't, you know. But I think that's pretty much it for the TV shows. Because again, there's a lot of stuff on here that I'm just not familiar with. Or
Wheel of Time season 2 for me. I have to see how the next season goes if I'm going to stick with this show or not.
I missed that one. Yeah, I need to watch season 1 because I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Got to check it out.
Other than that, yeah, not a lot in the whole TV dealio.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because again, the thing is like there's a lot of stuff that we already know about, but it's just they don't have like specific dates. But anyway,
it's also things like before we move on really quick. It's also things like last year, based on the list that I saw named The Bear. I would have never watched The Bear. Word of mouth is what got me to watch The Bear, right? With somebody telling me it was good, and so I should check it out. So it's probably the same. It's probably the same for a lot of stuff on that list.
For a lot of these, yeah, there's gonna be. It is gonna be the same for a lot of these. That's the thing, though. Is I just don't know them right now. You know, it's like, well,
yeah,
I need to hear about them, or I need to, I don't know. There's a lot of new stuff on there. But anyway,
all right,
move on to the movies.
Let me rename the text here because I remembered.
We ain't afeared. Come on now.
Well, we ain't afeared. Let's wrap this some bitch up. All right. We are ready, DT.
Awesome. So for the movies, we're starting on the 10th, which is tomorrow. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna do the same thing we did. Just look through.
That works for me.
Look through the thing, and then we'll say what we were interested in and what we're not. But we are starting with the 10th. So 10th, moving on because obviously we're in January right now, and stuff has already come out, so we're not gonna talk about that stuff. January is typically a dumpy month for movies. It's not the best. So if you don't find anything, then honestly, that is pretty normal because there's a lot of shitty movies that come out on January.
Wow, the poster for that looks terrible.
There's probably a few that are that way.
What are these? Nope. Okay.
Oh man, what a title! Okay, all right. I mean, I think I'm ready. I don't know about you.
I'm almost there. Yep, I'm ready. I got one movie. How about you?
I have 0 movies. I don't have anything in January.
Okay.
What do you got?
The one thing I have is just because Tom Hanks is in it. A Man Called Otto, maybe. Just because Tom Hanks. I love Tom Hanks. So.
Okay.
That is January 13th is what it says here.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we'll see.
I thought you were gonna say Bezos the beginning.
Like that rich billionaire needs a fucking movie based on him. Go suck a dick. Bezos.
Fuck, that's funny.
All
right. Well, moving on to February then, because I don't have anything coming up.
That's cool.
That
Let's
I
keep
want to
going.
check out.
This is.
Let's see what we got here. Quite a few movies this month.
Oh man. Spoilers. Don't you just want to watch 80 for Brady? You know, a movie for about 4 old ladies and Tom Brady. Boy. Their hero, Tom Brady. Maybe that.
He's don't you know he's a hit with the old folks? Come on.
That's why I moved to Florida.
Boy. 80 grade. Fucking Guy Fieri's in that, dude.
I know. I saw. I was looking at it.
What the shit, dude?
I'm done with February.
Okay, I'm still looking through some of these. No, there's a few of these that I'm just like, I don't know about that, man. Actually, quite a few of these. I guess I am. I guess I'm good to go as well. I don't think there's anything I'm missing. Let me just check this one out real quick first. Okay, no. All right, cool. I'm
All
good.
right. How many you
So-
got? I'm just curious. How many movies you got? I got
I
three.
got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait, that's not one. Why is that there? Hold on, my list is fucked up now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 movies.
Damn, you got me beat for that month. All right. I have Knock at the Cabin, which has Batista in it. Boy, Dave Batista. We watched the trailer for it a while back. M. Night
Yep,
Shyamalan.
that is one of the ones I have on my list. Sure.
So interested in that a little bit.
Yep.
Next I have Ant-Man and the Wasp, obviously. Quantumania. And then I have Cocaine Bear, because that looks stupid and silly. I kind of want to see it.
Yeah.
How about you? What do you got?
All right, so the first one that I have on here is the Quiet Girl movie.
Quiet Girl.
Yeah, it just seems like it's gonna be one of those like artsy, like kind of limited run, like it's an Oscar movie, you know, like
I
this
gotcha.
is gonna be an Oscar movie, so I'll have to end up checking it out for like, you know, Oscar stuff eventually. So
I gotcha.
I'll have that on my radar. Knock at the Cabin. I do want to check that out. Not the biggest fan of M. Night movies, but this one seemed kind of
M. Night's hit or miss.
in some way, and yeah, he is. And then like Dave, we like Bautista.
Dave's in there.
And you got the Harry Potter dude in it, along with Jonathan Groff. So yeah, well, that's probably worth a go. Sharper movie, or the Sharper movie. I'm curious about that one as well. I'm curious about it because of the cast. Like, I don't know anything about this movie, but the cast is kind of what has me like
Oh, yeah, I see.
interesting. It's got Julianne Moore, Sebastian Stan, John Lithgow, Justice Smith. So I'm kind of like, okay, maybe.
Cool.
Okay, this one is kind of a meme pick, but I'm just like, I want to watch it just to see how bad it's gonna be. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
I thought about that one.
I want to see it just so I can see how bad it is, dude. Because like, this is gonna be terrible, right? Like, I need to see it. I need to find out. Emma and the Wasp: Quantumania, obviously. We're gonna be checking that out. So I don't need to say too much about that. Cocaine Bear, also, I'm just like, I don't even know what the fuck, dude. But like, I know they came out with a trailer, but I didn't watch it. But yeah, we're definitely gonna. I'll watch the next one. But yeah, I need to check that out with a name like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing I have on here is Bunker.
Bunker.
Yeah, so the synopsis is: trapped in a bunker during World War I, a group of soldiers are faced with an ungodly presence that slowly turns them against each other. As paranoia and fear grow between them, the men experience the true hell of war. So I want to check that out.
Oh, that looks kind of neat. Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, that's what I got for that one.
All right.
For this month, rather. For February. So if you want, we can move on to March.
Yes, let's do it. What
All
is
right.
this?
Let's go ahead and do that. Another thing about Bunker Josh, I don't know if you noticed, but did you see who's the main guy in that movie?
I did.
It's our boy Roger Clark, boy. So that's another reason why I want to check that out. But anyway, yeah, March. Sorry, I just wanted to bring that up. I don't know if you saw that or not. March. And this month definitely has more movies I can already see that are gonna be better, I think. Actually, hold on. Let me restart this shit because fucking fuck. Let's see here. Ooh, that's coming out this month. Okay. Interesting. I forgot about that.
All right, I'm done with March.
Cool. Let me see. I think I'm good to go as well. Yes, I'm good. All right, cool.
All right.
Go ahead, Josh. What are you looking forward to in March?
I have Creed 3 up, even though I need to see Creed 2, but mostly because I like those Creed movies. And this is going to have Jonathan Majors, who really, for me, feels like one of the first big new superstar actors out there, you know? Like, he's kind of in everything. So, and I like him in the things I have seen him in, so. That's on there. I have Inside, that has Willem Dafoe. Just in case you guys are curious to what this is about, it tells the story of Nemo, an art thief trapped in a New York penthouse after his heist doesn't go as planned. He's locked inside with nothing but priceless works of art. He must use all of his cunning and invention to survive. Willem Dafoe is amazing in anything he's in. He always picks cool, interesting roles. So that's why that made it on this list. I was like, what is this called? It's called Inside. It's got Willem Dafoe in it, so. Curious? I want to check that out. This one feels weird to be on here, but Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I mean, I like the first Shazam. I guess I'll just watch it at some point to see.
Have you seen the first one?
Yeah, I've seen the first one, but it feels weird because of the whole new DC, all that whole deal.
Oh yeah, they're changing it up. Yeah.
That's what I was getting at. They won't have a kid as annoying as Black Adam. I'll tell you that. So that's on there. I want to check that out. John Wick Chapter 4. Definitely want to check that out because I like the John Wick movies. They're fun. I put the Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves movie. I put that on here. It is. I'm interested in it. Although I am kind of annoyed at Hasbro and stuff for what they're going on right now with the open gaming license. We'll see. And then I have A Good Person with Morgan Freeman and Florence Pugh. It says Daniel is brought together with Allison, the once thriving young woman with a bright future who was involved in unimaginable tragedy that took his daughter's life. As grief-stricken Daniel navigates raising his teenage granddaughter and Allison seeks redemption, they discover that friendship, forgiveness, and hope can flourish in unlikely places. So those are all the ones that are on my list, DT. How about you?
Cool. On my list, I have Creed 3. I need to watch both Creeds because I haven't seen either one of them.
Ooh, group watch.
Gotta check those out. Scream 6. I checked that out. Watched the most recent one when it came out. I also have Inside because like Willem Dafoe. I'll check this movie out for sure. I don't know. I haven't seen the trailer to this one, but 65 with Adam Driver. I'm like, I don't know. I
I
maybe
haven't seen the trailer for it either.
maybe I'll put it on my radar, but I don't know. I'm not like super excited about it.
It seems like one of those straight to DVD things, don't it? Kind of.
I know. Yeah, I know. Jake was excited about that one. But
He was
I don't
all
know,
about it.
Shazam! Fury of the Gods for sure. But yeah, like you said, it's gonna be weird knowing like, well, this movie don't matter, basically at this point. John Wick Chapter 4. Obviously, want to watch that. Love those fucking movies. Of course, I want to watch the fourth one. Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. That's the movie that I was like, oh, that's coming out this month. Cool. Definitely want to check that out. That looks fun. And then finally, A Good Person. That one because of the cast. I don't know anything about it. I'm like, the cast looks solid, so I want to check that out for that reason. Yeah, that's March. Let's do April real quick.
What is this?
Not a whole lot of movies coming out this month, apparently. Well, as of right now.
That's an Animu. Animu. What is this?
What happened?
I opened the movie and just what was staring at me when I opened it made me laugh.
Gotcha.
I'm done with April.
Okay. And let's see. That could be interesting. Let's see what you're talking about on that one. Let's see. What is this? Nope. Nope. Oh wow. Okay. Let's see what they did there on that one. All right. I'm good to go.
All right. First movie I have is I have On a Wing and a Prayer, which is like it's got Dennis Quaid in it and Heather Graham. About a small town pilot dies unexpectedly while flying a plane, forcing a passenger to land the plane safely in order to save his entire family. Might be interesting. We'll see. I have next the Super Mario Bros. movie. That looks like it'll be fun with the nieces and nephews. We'll check that out, I'm sure. And I've liked what I've seen so far. The movie looks interesting. Next up, I have The Pope's Exorcist. This is on here just because it's got Russell Crowe in it, and I like Russell Crowe, so that might be interesting. Renfield, we just watched the trailer for, and I kind of want to check it out. So that's on here. I grabbed that. And the thing that made me crack up laughing was I opened the Paint, the movie, and I saw Owen Wilson just staring at me with that fire randomly.
Yeah.
That's and that just made me it cracked me up because I wasn't expecting to see that staring at me.
Yeah.
So that was my last one. How about you?
Okay, so I got the Super Mario Brothers movie. Chevalier. RMN. Which that one I was like, I don't know anything about, but I was just reading up on it. It's like when Matthias returns to his native multi-ethnic mountain village in Transylvania, finds his son in the village under the shadow of a strange irrational fear and unsettlement. When two foreign workers are hired in town, deep-rooted impulses and resentments emerge. Conflicts and emotions erupt. The veneer of peace in the community is shattered. What else? Renfield, yeah, because we saw the trailer. I'm like, well, that's gonna be silly, goofy shit, so I'll check it out. Sweetwater sounded interesting. The cast seems pretty solid too. It's about the Harlem Globetrotters and the Knicks and all that, so definitely want to check that out. And then Evil Dead Rise. We saw the trailer of earlier. Check that out. Heart of the Lion could be interesting because it's about like George Foreman.
Yeah.
And then Paint, yeah, I opened up Paint and I'm like, what's fucking are they doing a Bob Ross movie? Like what's going on? So yeah, maybe that one too. But yeah.
May is looking mighty skimp. Mighty, not for me.
I see. Yeah. Okay, well, this was gonna be a quick one then, probably.
Yeah, I already got my one movie picked out.
All right. So, what's your one movie, Josh? I think I know what it is, but let's.
It's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. We got to see how that journey ends, man. I think it's going to be an emotional one. So, yep. I'm excited for that. How about you?
Yeah, Guardians. I do wanna check out that one. Obviously, like you said, it's gonna be an emotional one. It's gonna be the end of this particular kind of group of the Guardians. And we got Adam Warlock and like see young not Groot, fucking Rocket, and we're gonna get the backstory on that. So yeah, I'm very interested in that one. And then The Little Mermaid, I'll probably end up checking out because I've been watching all the Disney live action ones. So whatever, I'll check this one out too.
I gotcha.
And then that's probably it. I was looking at some of the other ones, like Robert De Niro's and that About My Father one, but I'm like, Yeah, that's probably it for me.
All right.
June's looking interesting.
Yeah, I got a few open for June already. Just let me know when you're ready, my friend.
Alrighty then. What do we got here? What is this? Huh. Oh, okay. Definitely want to watch that. Let's see. Why do I have two of the same thing open? What the fuck? I got all of mine. So if you want to start yours off, go ahead.
All right, I got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, obviously. Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Yep. Elemental, which we saw a trailer for a while back. That looks interesting.
Yep.
And Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. That is my June. How about you?
I have Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Very, very, very much looking forward to that.
Absolutely.
Can't wait. One of my most anticipated movies of the year. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. Definitely one that I want to check out. I enjoyed the trailer, even though I'm not like super familiar with the Beast Wars stuff. I love like the G1 kind of stuff that we saw in there, and I'm very excited because it's gonna be like a sequel to Bumblebee, basically, right? Like it's following in that universe instead of the other one. So I am very excited, very excited for that one. Elemental. I like Pixar, so of course I'm gonna be checking this one out. It looks, from what we saw, we didn't get to see a whole lot of it, but you know, Pixar rarely lets me down, so I'll definitely be giving that one a go. The Flash, just because, I mean, we gotta see what happens in this fucking movie. Like, for it
I
to
want to
have,
be excited for it. I want to really bad,
I mean,
but can't.
I wouldn't say I'm excited for it, but I'm just like, I want to check it out, you know, like I want to watch it. Because, you know, I feel bad for everybody else in this movie because of one person, because Ezra Miller is acting a fool. And also, I mean, depending on what they do, this could like maybe transition us into the next phase of the DC universe, but I don't know, man. The other one I want to see is Asteroid City. That cast is stacked. It's a Wes Anderson movie. Definitely want to check that out. Set in the 50s, so for sure want to see that. No Hard Feelings, maybe. I don't know. Probably not. It's more of a comedy. So the last one is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, because yes, I'm waiting on this one. Can't wait. Can't wait to watch it.
All right.
This is gonna be a theater one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we got here for the what was it, June? Yeah.
I feel like July is going to be easy.
Yes. So you can go ahead and start.
All right. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. Look, man, Tom Cruise knows how to make these movies. It's going to have Haley Atwell in it. And of course, like the old crew as well. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Next up, on my birthday, both of these come out, Barbie and Oppenheimer. And no joke,
there you go.
I'm actually kind of interested in that Barbie movie. You know, like, Kind of won me over a little bit with that goofy ass trailer that little teaser trailer thing they did. And yeah, Oppenheimer. Daniel and I are in that movie, so go see it.
Yeah,
I'm waiting on my paycheck.
Same, dude. I haven't gotten that one yet, dude.
And then the Marvels, obviously, Captain Marvel. And those are the movies. That's pretty much all of July.
Same. I have the same as Josh, so I'm not gonna spend any time renaming them because I have literally the same exact movies: Mission Impossible, Barbie, Oppenheimer. Yeah, Marvels. Yeah. Moving on to August. I see one big one in August that I really want to go watch. The rest of these are kind of like, eh.
Huh, that might be interesting. All right, I'm done with August.
All right, go ahead and name them off then, my friend.
I have. Which one of these is first? Okay. I have The Last Voyage of the Demeter. The story of the ill-fated cargo ship that transports Count Dracula to London. That might be interesting. We will see. And then I know this is on your list. Blue Beetle.
That's
for sure. We get to see our boy.
Number one, baby. You get to see Jaime finally,
Yeah.
and Cholo play him. So yeah.
Yep. Really hoping this is good. Really want it to be fantastic for a lot of reasons. A lot of reasons too. Like I want this character to get his due, and I want those actors to have great success. So,
yeah.
All right.
Is that all?
That's all for me. What else you got?
All right, I got TMNT reboot because I want to see what they do this time. I know they're rebooting it yet again, but fuck it, man. I'll check it out. We'll see what happens. Which is called the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I'm looking at dude. Did you see the cast for the Haunted Mansion movie? Ooh, man. I don't know about this one, dude. Some of them are kind of cool, but then I'm looking at other names. I'm like, oh man. I don't know. I'll probably end up watching it, but yeah. Yeah, The Last Voyage of the Demeter, that one sounds cool. I don't know the cast.
Yeah, it sounds neat, but I don't know.
Aside from like Liam Cunningham, I'm not super familiar
Yeah.
with most people here, but yeah. And then obviously my number one is Blue Beetle. I cannot wait.
My number one guy.
Number one.
All right. To September.
is another quick one too, I feel like, right?
Yes, sir. Okay. I am done.
That was fast. No.
That's what she said.
Well, why now? Okay. All right. So go ahead.
The Equalizer 3. I love Denzel, and I like those Equalizer movies. They're fun. Just watching Denzel beat the shit out of dudes. It's good times. And then I have The Expendables 4, because like they're the stupid ass action movies with some of the stars of yesteryear. So yeah, those are my two for that month. What do you got?
All right. I got A Haunting in Venice. It's the third movie in the series of the Death on the Nile and the train one. So I want to check that out. The Orient Express, I think, or is it? I don't know. Yeah, Murder on the Orient Express. That's what it was. Jesus. So it's the third movie in that series, so I want to check that out. And then Expendables 4, just because, like you said, just watch these old dudes, shoot shit and be action stars again.
right.
Yep. Moving on to October. October. Oh man.
I'm already
What a-
done. I'll let you just go ahead and let you know.
All right. Well, what do you got?
Paw Patrol, the mighty. No, I'm kidding. Craven the Hunter, just out of curiosity more than anything.
Yeah.
And then that's it. I don't have anything else.
Okay. I have Craven the Hunter because yeah, curiosity's sake. I gotta see what that's gonna be like. And then the only other one on here is True Love. It's a sci-fi story by Gareth Edwards, so I want to check it out. Cast seems really solid too, so yeah, wanna that one's on my radar for sure. So
Gotcha.
we're almost done, man. We're on November and then December. So November, you done with that one or you need time?
I'm done.
All right, go for it.
Dune Part 2. I'm gonna be going to the movies to see this bad boy. I can't wait. But, one of the movies I'm definitely most excited about this year, if it don't get pushed or moved.
I don't think it should, but
Yeah, I don't think it will either, but just in case. I'm definitely excited for that. And then I have Wish. Wish is on here. I didn't even know what this movie was until I saw it on here, so that looks interesting. I'll put that on here. How about you?
I also have Dune Part 2.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, I got that one. And then I don't man, there's a new Hunger Games movie coming out. I watched those. I'm not the biggest fan of those movies, but I might end up checking that out just because. But I'm not like, oh man, like Hunger Games is back, you know. And then yeah, Wish. Wish is the other one. So those are
What is this?
the ones for sure. And then yeah, I guess if you're ready, we can go to December.
Do you remember?
Talk about these really quickly.
Yes, sir. I'm done with December. I have Ghostbusters Afterlife 2. I love that first Afterlife. I thought they were great. So, and then I have Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Although I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that when we get to it. We'll see.
We'll see how you know the other one or you know Shazam and Blue Beetle and all that other stuff goes, right? I guess.
Yeah. How about you, sir? What do you got?
I got Wonka because I just that one's just curiosity's sake. I keep hearing like people keep like talking about Timothy Chalamet like he's fucking like killing it in that movie. And, like he's always like he's so amazing in that. So that one's gonna be a curiosity's sake. Check that one out. And then the sequel to Ghostbusters Afterlife, which doesn't even have a name yet, but definitely want to check that out. Because yeah, the first one or Ghostbusters Afterlife, I mean, was pretty enjoyable. And Aquaman: and The Lost Kingdom, yeah, I do want to watch that. I like the first Aquaman, and yeah, yep. So now that we're done with the movies that actually have dates on them, let's talk about. There's only a few on here, but movies that don't have release dates. So looking here, anything, just in that whole entire thing there that you see.
I'm trying to find something, but so far I'm coming up empty.
Okay.
Uh, maybe One True Loves. It's got Simu Liu in it.
Hey.
And that's probably the one that grabbed me here. How about you?
Okay.
The rest,
For me,
mm-hmm.
I think I got a few. I got a few. I think.
Okay.
So I would have to say that out of these here, okay, yeah. So Distant is the first one. This is I like the cast. And then the synopsis is after crash landing on an alien planet, an asteroid miner must contend with the challenges of his new surroundings. While making his way across the harsh terrain to the only other survivor, a woman who was trapped in her escape pod. So that I am sounds interesting. It sounds interesting. The last train to New York, which sounds like pretty much like the last train to, or train to Busan, but in New York. And then True Haunting, I probably am gonna have on there. Oh well, I know why. I know why. Last Train to New York sounds like Train to Busan because this is literally the English remake. So
yeah,
that's why. Yeah, True Haunting. What else did I say? Maybe Infinity Pool. I need to see more of that, but I'll probably end up checking that out. And then the last thing I have on here is Unwelcome. So I had a few on there that I'm like, oh, I'm intrigued by that. So yeah. And yeah, that pretty much is the list. In terms of like movies that have already come out this year that I want to check out, the big one that comes to mind that I've heard like really good things about is Megan. So I want to check that out in terms of stuff that's already out this year. And then
I've heard
then
it's
Pale Blue
good,
Eye.
but it would scare the shit out of me. Bro, I ain't about them dolls thing. The hell no.
Oh man, she's what?
Nope,
she looks
nope,
she looks
nope.
like an American girl, dog, man. What's going
Hell no, hell no. Mm-mm.
Actually, the
Mm-mm.
old way sounds kind of cool too. Nick Cage in a western. Let's check it out. Why not? But yeah, in terms of stuff that's already out, that's
Yeah.
so yeah, that's there it is. There's the preview.
There
So
is the
games, movies,
2023 preview.
shows.
Wow, that was a lot.
There's a lot of cool stuff coming out this year. I think, man, we're gonna
Yeah.
have a lot to talk about in future shows and podcasts and whatnot.
The things that are always exciting to me are like the things that are surprises that we didn't know were coming out this year. But it's always cool to have like, let's look ahead and make plans around these things that are coming, that we know are coming. Hopefully, if they don't get pushed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's gonna be a show. We need to wrap up so we can get DT some food. I'm sure he's hungry, and I got a bowl game to throw on because my dogs are taking on the bullfrogs. So
there's gonna be an Ant-Man trailer during that too. So
Yeah,
get ready,
right?
everybody. I'm gonna react to that. So keep an eye out on my YouTube.
Hell yeah, on the YouTubes. All right, we're gonna throw over DT3. DT, you on the main screen.
All right, thank you guys for watching and hanging out. we appreciate you here. You know, whether it be listening or you know, watching, whatever it may be. Um, yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll be back next week. So come back for that. It'll definitely be probably, well, definitely probably is a contradiction, but I'm guessing it'll probably be a shorter episode than this week's because there was just a lot we had to talk about this week. And yeah, we'll be back. So come back and join us. Follow me on all the things. I plan on playing more Assassin's Creed Rogue. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Looking forward to playing it. But yeah, guys, see you later. Have a good one. Bye bye. Until next time.
All right. Thank you guys for checking out the show. Appreciate you all very much so for being here with us today. Check out all the things on the side, all the socials. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it because we have had a long show today. And we are going to stick around. Sorry, if you do stick around, we're just going to throw a host to our friend Nakoko, I believe is who will host. And we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.